know.
I needed a bike and using that bike like wild.
Yeah, I know.
Pelotons.
Hi, everybody. Kevin, it's not my fault. A fuse was blown. Sorry. Somebody's got something playing. I'm glad. Okay. So, hi, everybody. Sorry for being late. Hi, Ellen. Video Reel. Kevin. Susan Moran, like Erin Moran. Is that how you pronounce it? Rosalita Marie. Auntie Millions, Margot. I'm not even in live chat. I'm sorry if I'm missing people. Element W, Chris Ree, Robity Bulb, Judy, High Speed Drifter, hello. Okay, Snow Remover. Who else did I miss? Anybody? I think I'm missing people. All right, so what did we learn today? Hi, Ashley. Today oh my gosh, I got up the other big tree. So now I have 3 trees up. I colored my hair. Big accomplishment. I baked cookies. I did that mostly with you guys here. I still have to wrap presents and get the stockings up. I was washing the floor when the fuse blew. I still have to self-clean the cleaner, but I decided to come live. Hi, Lisa. What else did I do? Other stuff. Hi, Margot. So the biggest news, I guess, is that the Uber driver came forward, really didn't want to be shown, but spoke to someone from News Nation who tracked him down. There's only about 4 or so Uber drivers in the area. He's one of them. He's driven the girls home before. He said he's driven Zaina, and he's driven Kaylee, and he's driven Madison home before. He said the girls just were talking about their, well, I think he said some kind, I don't know, they were having some kind of Alfredo something or other, mac and cheese, something mac and cheese. That's what they were talking about, that they were going to go home and share whatever they got at the food truck. Nothing else, said nothing else, nothing out of the ordinary when he dropped them off. He didn't pull into the driveway. He got on the road because he doesn't like to, he wants a quick getaway in case someone comes to rob him, he said, which was interesting. Why would they be robbing him there, you know? And why would he be scared right there? Was there a lot of stuff going on? He said that there was noise from the frat house across the street, but like it usually is. And, oh gosh, what was the other thing? And then Kevin, who's usually wrong, so I hope he's right, said that the blue car was released from when they took the cars. The blue one was released. And other than that, let me see if there's anything new. Hold on, I have to log in somewhere to get something here. Oh, please leave me alone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Let me go back to this other thing I'm looking at. I wanted to also see about that little interesting. Okay. I was trying to see, I don't know, I'm a little bit out of it right now. Gruesome, tragic, a man with a bag over his head is found dead in a freezer. Oh, let's see. Police release letter from missing Madalena Kojikari's extended family. Let's read that. This is the 11-year-old girl that's missing, and parents are arrested. Let's see what it says. We'll go back to Idaho in a minute. December 22nd. We as a family are devastated and absolutely heartbroken to learn that Madalena is missing. We love Madalena and are shocked by these circumstances. This is something no child or family should ever have to endure. Our family is doing everything we know to do to support the efforts to find Madalena and bring her home. We are and continue to have hope and positivity in this difficult time and pray that she is found safe very soon. We know and greatly appreciate that the local, state, national, and online communities have come together. Hold on, I'm just going to make this a little larger. Have come together to share flyers and offer positive support, hold prayer vigils, support law enforcement, and are doing everything possible to find and bring Madalena safely home. We are also appreciative of all the efforts, the endless hours, and boots on the ground of the local, state, and federal law enforcement agencies involved with the same goal. Madalena is a beautiful, smart, kind, and loving 11-year-old girl with goodness in her future. We are desperate to find her right now. She needs all of our help. We ask for continued positive support in sharing far and wide the posters and pictures of Madalena. Each and every share may be one step closer to finding her. If you believe you have seen Madalena or have any information related to her whereabouts, please contact your local law enforcement agency or the Cornelius, North Carolina department and come forward with this information. Anything may help. Our family would like to express sincere gratitude to each and every one of you for your support. Our family will continue to do everything we know and learn to do for Madalena's safe return home. Blessings. And let's see, that is out. She was last seen November 23rd, according to her mother, who didn't report her missing until December 15th after repeated contacts from the school about her truancy. Diana Kojikari and her husband, 60-year-old Christopher Palmater, have been charged with failure to report Madalena's disappearance. The Cornelius Police Department didn't say who wrote the 2-page letter. The mother's side of the family is from Moldova, an Eastern European country that's sandwiched between Romania and Ukraine. Madalena is a beautiful, smart, kind kid. Okay. So they still haven't found her. I don't know. I hope she's found, but it's really scary. Okay, so I had to go on the other thing now. Hang on just 1 second. If you have a question or you want to comment, you can call in. You can call on Zoom and say something if you want. Okay, let me see here now. Let's see. Just looking at something somebody's put here. Somebody said, if you don't know who the killer is by now, you are way overthinking this. To be honest, I was overthinking it also, but now, through countless hours of research and verifying sources, it's so simple of a solution to who the killer is. This guy has been right in front of you on video as far back as 1 month ago from today. He has been extensively talked about throughout almost every discussion group. He certainly has been talked about the most of anyone else. We have seen him. We have even seen his K-bar knife on other sites. We have seen his strange as can be behavior. And we even saw him stalking the victims. What more do you want? The only reason you don't believe 100% of that it's him, and therefore coming up with so much other needless speculation, and I've done that too, is because police are actually doing their job correctly on this brutal, high-profile case by being very thorough with evidence, and they simply can't find him right now, but they will, dead or alive, and they will certainly find this young, deranged, evil man, and he will be found soon. Just goes on and on. So, who's he talking about? What's his name? He's talking about the other Jack? Is that what he's talking about? Jackass? Okay, let's see. So nothing else. I don't see anything else on that. So I guess we'll just open it up to the panel. I don't know how long. I have to wrap some stuff. Ow, wow. I just hit my hand. So what does anybody else think? Anything with anything? Okay. Let me see what the chat is saying. I can't even see. Uh-oh. Who gave a thing? Hi, Elle. Thank you, Elle. That's very nice. Hi, Misbehave. Another innocent child. Yeah, Judy. My back is killing me, Judy. I might log in and go in my massage chair and give you a view of the Christmas tree, maybe. I don't know, we'll see. I've got to wrap too. I don't know how I'm going to get everything. Oh, I know I will. I'll get it done. There's times when we haven't had anything wrapped. Hello.
Carolyn Ellis looking for a link. She said.
Oh.
she was
Yeah, hang on. Let me get you a link because we had to open up a new Zoom. New Zoom review. Coming straight for you. Uh-oh. Who'd we lose? Christy. I won. What's everybody comatose out in the chat too? Hi, Catty, Texas girl.
Not comatose, just trying to figure out how they're mistaken.
No, my daughter had a TikTok for a long time, and she just finally told me her page, and I was following it.
Okay, hi.
Hi.
Hello. I have some info.
Yeah, do you?
Yeah, I don't know if you guys know already. There was an interview with
Oh,
the sister and the brother
Oh.
and the father. Did anyone see that?
No. Who?
Or
Wait,
know
wait,
about that?
wait. With whose sister, brother, and father? Ethan's?
No,
No.
Kaylee's.
Oh, sister. What was it today?
I guess.
'Cause Okay,
they
what'd you find
said,
out?
Do you think it's? And the brother and the father weren't very positive about Jack D.
What do you mean? They asked him right out? They asked him right out, do you think it's him?
They asked him a question. Do you think it was? What is the question they asked him? Do you think it was? It was. I think this was the question. I'm not sure. I forget the question now. Allegedly, the question was, do you think it was like good that he was cleared or something, or do you think it was right that he was cleared? Don't take my word on that, but it was a question something like that. Allegedly, that was the question, and
Thank you, Kevin. You shouldn't have done that, though.
I forget what it was.
Thank you very much. It's very generous of you, but you shouldn't have done that. Thank you.
And or do you think it was a bad move to clear him or something like that? I can't remember the question. I'm so sorry. But whatever it was, the brother shook his head yes, and it was a question where he should have, if he didn't suspect it, he would have shaken his head no. But he shook his head yes. And the father didn't comment. And the sister, of course, had a positive comment. But it was a derogatory question, and the brother shook his head yes. And the father, no comment. And it was a totally derogatory question. It was so strange, and it was so obvious.
Interesting.
Yeah. And also, a white four-door car was allegedly parked outside of Jack D's house. Allegedly. I don't know when, but they have a picture of it.
Yeah, I know. I've seen that. There's a lot of white cars in the area, but they're not, it wasn't an Elantra, but there are a lot of white cars in the area. There are.
I'm going to try to find out what the question was.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, gosh. It was so...
Yeah, but we can't just have you, I'll mute you, and then you could listen and then come back. Just stay on mute and listen to whatever question, and then you can come back.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Snow remover's also asking if you're able to zoom in on the windows in the body cam footage.
Mm-hmm.
What she's asking.
Which room?
She's saying, can we zoom in on the windows in body cam?
Yeah, we can.
Is she talking about like the back door or the windows or what? Windows?
Because that was shot.
All right, hang on. Let me see. Let me see.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah, you got it? What is it?
The interviewer says he has not been cleared on the Moscow website, on the Moscow police website. And that he said, "Do you think that's significant at this time?" And the brother shakes his head, yes. The father does no comment. He just like purses his lips. And the sister says, "No, it's not significant." But the brother shakes his head, yes, up and down.
Did they say anything glowing about him? Like, oh, we love him.
No. The father had no comment. And the brother shook his head up and down that he thinks it is significant that he has not been cleared. So that's a little something new, I think.
Yeah.
And it was on CNN Live. So that's pretty good source.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we watched the thing about the Uber driver, and then
Oh, the Uber driver, yeah.
now somebody's saying, well, why did Kaylee's father say it was something through the college? I don't know. And then they're saying it's an Uber driver. Now they don't trust the Uber driver. It's just like a joke. It goes round, 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 round.
Yeah, they said it was a sorority ride that the college gives.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
That's weird. You would think they would have the details down by now.
Yep.
Every detail.
Mm-hmm.
So I found this, like watching this interview, I found it really telling. And who was that guy talking about, if you don't know who it is by now?
Oh, I think he was talking about Jackass. Okay.
S?
Uh-huh. All right, so let's see if we can do this. So which window you want to zoom in on which windows? These windows over here? Here's my thing. And I can just go like that. Hold on a minute. If you want.
She says the upper windows, she thought she saw heads when the police showed up.
Oh yeah, there were. Yeah, there's lots of heads. Let's see.
Stop and watch. I'm gonna wait for him to get up here anyway. So this is where we can sit.
It's my
Stop, observe what's going on.
we can't do it like that. We have to put it in perspective.
See if there's any other activity we need to be aware of.
It's going to, the quality's not going to be good zooming it in, but I mean, there was one that has them over here, and it's mostly, hold on, let me get this. There are heads right here. And there's a girl with dark hair in there, and there's a girl with dark hair on the stairs. 1, 2, 3 girls going back there.
Who lives here?
We're not actually.
You don't know who lives here?
No,
We're just here for a noise complaint.
okay.
We're not actually sure. See, and then you don't see them in the window anymore. They were in the window, they're not in the window. Thank you, Nicole Griffith, for being a member for 31 months. But yeah, that's, I don't know. I could try in another program. I'm just not. My head is a little bit too mushed up for that tonight. Let me see something about. Oh my gosh, where is that other thing I had to do? Okay. Get something, but it's like not gonna go on there. Okay. So I was gonna go. Hold on a minute. I'm gonna go look at something. I was gonna look at see if I can get it. Let's see. It's being left in dark, mother. Let's see. I don't see a video with them. I see a something from the 15th. I don't know. I think I found that. I think that video was from December 15th. I don't know. I guess there's a mass exodus on Twitter. People are, people are just leaving Twitter because they don't feel like they have free speech or something. I don't know.
Is Elon Musk still the guy?
Yeah. There's a new thing called Post. A new forum like that. It's called Post. Okay. Oh, Bink, I have a box from you. Do you know what that is? Carolyn, just open it. You'll find out what it is. I just don't know what it is.
It might be a gift, Carolyn. It's probably a gift from Bink.
I don't know what it is, though.
You gotta open it up to find out.
Oh, I know. Oh my gosh.
Is your back hurting, Carolyn? Your back?
Everything hurts, Nicole. All I've been doing is running like a lunatic all freaking day.
But an ibuprofen, you don't even take.
I need like a stand-in. I need like a...
Get in the massage chair and do the show from in there.
Yeah, I'm probably going to go in there because my stand-in, she needs some more acting lessons.
Oh. You should go in there.
This is going to be my new stand-in when I'm not here.
I'm supportive of that.
Me too.
What?
I am very supportive of that.
Yeah, she'll be here when I'm not here.
Deal. That sounds like a wonderful plan.
Is it?
Yeah. You have to have somebody to come over there to do the puppet so you can.
Right.
Yeah, Jimmy can come over there and you know, make her talk.
You could.
Yeah.
She's got her lovely high heels. Oh, you can't see her lovely high heels, see?
Yeah, they're cute.
Aren't they?
Those boots made for
She's got to
what?
put her dress down. But yeah, so she'll be taking over for me when I'm not here. Her head is bigger than mine almost.
Yeah,
All right?
but she's beautiful though. Still. She seems like a good person. That's what matters.
She is a good person.
I believe that.
I colored her hair today, too.
Did you?
Yeah, see?
Wait, can I see? Wait a minute. Did you really?
She had gray roots, so I took care of that.
Oh, that's good.
I did. Yeah, she did. She's older. She's mature. She's not a child. You know, she's
Oh, okay.
she's a mother
Oh, okay. Oh, you. Why did she look at you like that?
because she's saying, you know, tell them I'm not a child. I just think
Oh.
every person that is a Muppet is a child.
No, I don't see her.
She's not
I
a
don't-
child.
I have the utmost respect for her. I would never treat her that way.
She likes true crime too.
Okay.
Covers
she
the
can have
cases.
that.
She does.
Yeah.
Oh.
Does she do crafts or any baking or thrifting or sewing, knitting, all of it?
She loves it. She loves it all.
Baking. She
Even
would
the
have
right
been
place.
doing it today for Carolyn.
Yeah. Where were you today? I'm talking about the puppet. Where was she?
She was shopping today.
Oh,
She had to
that's
get
all right.
last minute presents.
As long as she
Lounging around.
She seems like she gets it done, though. I think she'll still get it done by Christmas.
will.
Everything out. I think so.
She will.
Yeah.
She has to go now.
Okay.
You can't
well,
No, she has presents to wrap.
all right. Well,
All right. All right. See you later. Okay.
Hang
All right.
on.
Take a rest.
Yeah.
No, she's gonna go wrap presents.
Bye.
Bye. See,
She's cute.
isn't she?
Yeah. She looks real when you do that. Like
She
when you
is
put
real. What are you talking about?
her- Like really real.
She is really real.
Okay.
She even rides the bike. She does, Jenny D1.
Oh wow.
I just noticed. It's not a doll, Sunkist.
She gets out more than I do. That's for sure.
It's a well,
It's like a.
she hates being called a Muppet because she feels like somebody's pulling her strings all the time, but she really has a mind of her own. Nicole has even sweet. Nicole has even sweet to the Nicole is even sweet to the puppet. Please don't call her a puppet. Her name is Maria. You can call her
Imagine how
Maria.
much fun you could have with her going out, sort of like being everything that you think that you don't say, but you could do it through a puppet because somehow it's more acceptable. Like,
Right, Maria.
the road raging, like, that would be so much fun.
Yeah, I'm even respectful to her. What's her name?
Maria.
Maria. Okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He's gonna say the puppet.
I know.
Yeah.
She has
I
a
see.
name, Maria. I found a
Yeah.
perfect one for Sharon. Did we ever show it to her?
No, what a puppet?
The chicken.
Oh, wait, no.
Did you see it, Sharon?
I don't think I have, actually.
Very remember that.
Seems like I'd remember, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, don't show me because I get really coffee.
Oh.
It's this one. Hold on.
Okay.
She's going to have to look on YouTube.
I am.
I think that's the perfect puppet for you, Sharon.
Yeah,
I'm waiting still.
Hmm.
I used to do puppet shows all the time for Michael. Do a puppet show. Oh, okay.
Oh, wow. That's interesting.
Oh, I can't see if I didn't.
Oh, Sharon, I wish you could go in up.
Just take a picture and then send it to me.
All right, and I'll screenshot.
I'll put it in Slack for you.
All right.
Oh, thank you. So kind.
Okay, it's going in Slack now. You see it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Cross-eyed.
Millions is asking, where did you see the interview with her family about Jack and the Uber driver? Will you be showing either tonight?
No, that's on News Nation with the Uber driver. You can watch it on News Nation.
Mm.
Who's asking me?
Auntie Million?
Oh, Auntie Millions, it's with News Nation. It's very short. There's really nothing with nothing because he didn't say anything other than I just told you. He's not on. He would not appear on camera. So you actually just heard, that. That's about it. That's totally it.
Well, you're welcome, Auntie Million.
Yeah, I wish there was more, but there's not.
Yeah, I know, and there's probably a reason, for that. I don't know what they have, but I do truly believe that they have quite a bit at this point.
I do want to see something on Facebook, though. Let me see.
I don't know. I don't know if they had a coded lock on that sliding door.
Something I find very strange is that Jack D's Facebook, he only has 116 friends. That is very little for someone of that age. I mean,
You would think you'd have a lot more.
that is absolutely
Learning than the rest of us.
crazy.
Unless he has more than one Facebook, because some people do. And
Yeah.
then for family.
Unless he already cleaned it out or something, it's very few, very few, very
Yeah.
few, very few.
And he's in a fraternity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, why would that
He's in a
party?
fraternity.
Yeah, I don't know why he didn't go to the party with everybody else on that night. He just stayed home
Weird.
and sleeping. He slept. He was sleeping. Why wasn't he there if he was part of the fraternity?
He wasn't in that fraternity.
Oh, okay, but still, all his friends were Ethan's fraternity to that one. All of his friends were going. Why did Jack stay home?
Was Jack friends with Ethan?
I believe they were all friends. And the fraternity was what, Sigma Chi? Or is that
Sigma
that's
Chi.
where Zaina and Ethan went to that party that night?
Right.
They arrived back at about 1:45 a.m. But where was Jack? I just don't understand why he didn't go to the party.
I read somewhere today, allegedly that Zaina's mother said, or father, or her parents said that her and Ethan were at a bar that night. I read it on one of the blogs or something.
Not the, well, they were at the party and then went somewhere else, or do you?
Yeah, that the time that was missing, they were at a bar. That's what I read today.
I see, okay.
So I don't know who it is.
Yeah, there's a lot of rumors out there.
Yeah.
I heard a rumor that they were in two different places.
Oh,
That
wow.
they were living together.
Oh, my goodness. Well, I mean, yeah, it'll come out at some point. We'll have a better understanding of the timeline and what happened during those moments that are unaccounted for. Yeah, but it's a lot of information, and it's almost an overload of information, especially with fraction. You know, so they're reiterating over and over and over for several days after this happened that there's no danger to the public. This is an isolated event. This is a crime of passion. They keep, you know, and then retracting, and then contradicting even. You know,
Maybe they don't want the perpetrator to
that's what I'm thinking.
know they're onto him.
Yeah, I think so. That's what I think. I think that whoever has done this, or whoever they're investigating, I think I do think now that they're doing this partly what Hillbilly Pie said, to, you know, make sure they get a conviction. They don't want to throw anybody's name or information out there.
Right, they always say that they don't want to arrest, they want a conviction.
Right.
The thing is, when they do finally make an arrest, everyone's got the right to a speedy trial. So they have to have all their, you know, I guess I's dotted and T's crossed and kind of ready to go. And the more time they have to do that, the better.
Did you
I
know?
I don't believe that they have to have it all tied up in a bow before they arrest or do anything.
Did you know that shoulder picture? You know that shoulder picture that she was on her shoulders, and that the one that's going around?
Yeah.
That was taken that day.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw it and it said it was taken a few days before.
Oh,
No,
that
day.
day, because she was wearing the Idaho sweatshirt. There
Uh-huh.
was another, yeah, it was taken that day. She was wearing the same clothes as in the Grubhub, the same pants. It was that day.
So sad.
It is, really is terrible. It's
It's sad all the time.
And I have questions like the dog. Okay, let me just say this. If the sliding glass door was left open, wouldn't they be concerned when they got home and let the dog out, that the dog would get out the door? You really think they left the sliding glass door open if she had the dog in the house?
No, who said that?
No, me. I'm saying that.
Oh, I don't think they left it open.
So then, if the door wasn't open, then they had to have known the code, because it is my understanding that the sliding door had a coded lock.
Oh, I believe the person that did it, who I believe allegedly did it, knew the code.
I agree. That's what I think. You know,
I think no way would they leave the door open. I mean, they had one of those bars, right? Didn't someone say they had one of those bars?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it has to be in, number one. And I'm afraid that possibly half the people in town knew the code because that was Party Central over there.
They must have kept changing it, though. I don't think they kept the same code after a party. They must have the code after everything.
We don't know. I mean, how hard was it to put a new code in, and how diligent were they about doing anything about that kind of thing?
Well, what's the use of having a code then?
Well, if everybody
I suppose that because they're inviting friends over, the friends don't kill friends.
yeah, because people were at the house without them there. We did see that the call to the police for noise disturbance. Even though there were people there.
I thought they were there, but that they were like hiding out. They were
there. I think, yeah, some of them were there. But I would think if I had a party house and I was kind of like, yeah, just come in whenever, because that's what was happening. That people were going in and out of the house, so I'm thinking that several people did know that code.
Well, they have entrances, so maybe for the party nights, they had the door open. They left the door open instead of giving out the code.
But
For
it
a
wasn't
bar.
night at
Left it
their,
at bar.
but it wasn't a party night either at their house.
No.
They were at, she was only gonna be there for one night and be going home tomorrow, the next day.
So that meant that that's why I think that somebody who knew them
I do too.
thought this is my last chance. I either do it now or I don't.
Yeah.
That she was the target, but see, we don't know who the target was.
No, we don't. We don't yet.
Except for that she got it the worst and the girls were first.
Yeah, I mean, it could be. And we're not
I know
exactly,
the girls were first.
we're not exactly certain.
I know I heard that the girls were first, that it went, Maddie, Kaylee, Ethan, Zayna.
Yeah, but we don't know that.
I heard that.
I know, but nobody could tell you that.
I think the coroner said that.
Mm-mm.
You know what's really creepy? Does anyone know if the coroner said how many times they were stabbed?
Mm-mm.
No,
You never
No.
said, right?
Nope.
no.
There was a post on Facebook about how many times they were stabbed, and I took a picture of it.
I know, but it's all fake. I mean, it's these people trying to pretend they know something.
Well, there's no official notice that, or any documentation or anything that has been put out there at all regarding how
That's
many
crazy
times.
though, to say how many times they were stabbed. I think that's crazy.
Yeah,
And where they were stabbed.
Well, people do that because they want notoriety. You know, they want to be noticed. So if they put something out there and it catches people's attention, they're noticed, and that's why they do it. It's not a fact at all. It doesn't. There's no information at all about that anywhere, official information. So it's like there's so many rumors. It's
Why?
they make statements on the 14th. They said, and they tweeted that there is no ongoing threat. On the 14th, they tweeted no ongoing threat. They kept saying that throughout the investigation. This was a targeted attack. This was a crime of passion, and then they retract lightly. But you were paying attention to what we heard in the beginning. You kind of, they released too much and then they backtracked. That's exactly what it feels like.
Absolutely.
And they didn't want to hinder the investigation. So I'm thinking it's definitely somebody close to home. I think, don't know who, but I think it is somebody close to home.
Yeah, I could.
Okay, so I think that, let me see here.
Closer than we might think.
So that, it was 2 days ago, I think, that interview you saw, and, so it was, Steve Gonzalez, father of Kaylee, of course.
Do you see him nodding, Carolyn?
Not yet, I'm reading something, let me see, and,
Yeah, watch that.
let me see here.
Interesting, Anthony said, CM, the white Ford pickup could be a lookout from the bar path to the food truck if they were, which anything is possible at this point,
Right.
really. And that white pickup Ford that drove by, it did stand out for me as well.
It was a
Yeah,
brown.
I don't think this is that one. No, nothing, I just can't get my eyes on that, I just can't, sorry. I don't know, I don't think that's the same, I don't think that's the same interview, I don't know,
Is the sun there in the middle?
I don't think so, no.
Oh, Merry Christmas, Truth Brigade.
Merry Christmas, Truth Brigade. Did you see the crazy TikTok lady sing it? Yes, I read that lawsuit out last night. She's being sued. It won't go anywhere, but the professor's calling her out. Yes, she said the professor killed them and just kept going on and on and on and on and on and on.
Where did she
There's
get that?
been reports
Did
of stolen vehicle. Okay. What, recently? Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I've just been going all day. Recently?
Recently what?
Stolen vehicle in that vicinity. Let me see. I'll look. Hold on a minute. Moscow.
Oh, I think I saw some about that today, actually.
I was not aware of that.
But I wasn't paying attention.
Let me see. Press releases. Oh my gosh. Sorry. I'm just going crazy.
It's been a long day.
It's been a long day. I know. It's been stolen vehicles in the area, according to reporters' investigation. Oh, and I mean, what do they think? They're thinking. I don't think it's related, right? Hi, little lady. I have to get my. I think I might just go.
Who knows at this point?
Hold on. I think I want to just go in the chair and talk to you. Sharon is out. Can admit anybody if you want to call in. But you haven't sent me anything, so it's okay. I'm gonna.
What am I supposed to be doing? Oh, I see what she's talking about. Never mind.
Yeah, I was checking her emails to see if anybody called in. And
Yeah, and I'm the queen of nothing, so.
oh, that's good though. That's
I
okay.
know, right? And Kevin's king of everything.
Oh wow, that's a lot of work.
Yeah, right?
I would rather be the queen of nothing, so I could just relax.
Right. I could just be the queen.
Yeah, nothing, and there's no
I mean, I got the
responsibility.
wave down, so it's good.
Yeah, the princess wave or the queen. No, queen
Oh
wave.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Are you guys all ready for Christmas? Like wrapping presents and stuff, or not?
No, because my Christmas bags are supposed to come tomorrow. And I was really upset that if they don't get here tomorrow, that I was going to be screwed. But apparently I'm not, because Christmas was canceled.
Yeah, but not canceled. Christmas was rescheduled.
All I really have is
Well,
my
it's rescheduled. Same difference.
Mm-hmm.
all I really have is my boyfriend, and I bought him a guitar. So I can't.
Are you gonna hang out with him on Christmas? Like you could do a FaceTime or something.
Yeah, FaceTime on Christmas Eve, and then he's coming for New Year's.
Oh,
Who's this? Oh, your friend. Oh, good.
She bought him a guitar, remember?
What?
I was saying she bought him a guitar, remember? He was playing it
I
and
know.
he liked it. Yeah.
Yeah. And a picture frame with us in it, and him with his son in it.
That's really sweet.
Yeah, he's gonna like a coffee cup.
Okay. Let's see.
Very cute.
Ding dong.
Welcome, Karen.
Welcome. Hi.
Yep, I hear the magic beeping. That's good. Get in there.
Yeah, it's what I need right now. I need a magic beep.
Yeah.
It'll help your legs and your calves. Just do extra.
I know someone else. I got one and said it is heaven.
Michael had one. I was looking forward to trying it out too. Now that
if you have a Samsung washing machine, it's on a recall right now.
Oh, geez.
Well, mine's what do you call it?
It looks like it's the top loader, and
I don't have a top loader.
See what the problem is. I don't know what the problem is. But if you do have a Samsung top loader, you should check it out because you might have a unit that's being recalled. Oh, and there's another recall. The Pillow Fort weighted blanket is on recall.
Oh, wow.
It's called Pillow Fort weighted blanket. It's on a
Ooh.
recall.
Why?
I don't.
Too-
I'm not sure
Maybe they
because
use real weights in it. I don't know.
oh, my
I'm
God.
watching it on mute and maybe a fire hazard. I don't know.
Oh,
Not
boy.
sure.
Maybe it's too heavy.
Oh, Puddin'. No, she's fine. She's just been going all day since early this morning. Doing
Yeah,
Christmas
I
stuff. Yeah, birthday stuff, all kinds of stuff. Nonstop.
Luke's birthday today.
I
Happy
know,
birthday.
right?
Luke's birthday today.
So was he on time, overdue, or early?
He was induced because there was no more room at the inn. No, no, my doctor was going on vacation and he wanted to deliver him. Plus he thought he was ready and they had already, because my membranes were already like, they had stripped them on the 19th. And it's a good thing that they induced because he was becoming like compromised and he almost, he had something was happening with his cord and he's just very lucky he wasn't breathing when he was born. Yeah, it's a good thing. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
They had it was pretty traumatic. So yeah, it was good. They had me push it like 8.5 centimeters. That's how bad
Oh, no
he was
kidding.
ready to say he was ready. He said I was ready to do a dash and slash.
Wow.
Yeah.
I had C-sections. I had appointments like months before I was due because of my uterus was tilted and there would be no way.
I had a tilted uterus, but I
How
never
did-
had any problems delivering.
You had a wow.
Yeah,
Well, see,
my sister too, so did my mother.
my
It's very
baby,
common.
my
Tilted
babies
uterus.
were over 10 pounds though.
Really? Over 10 pounds?
Yeah.
Oh my
Both
gosh.
of them were?
No, Fina was almost 10. Fina was like 9.7 and Iris was what, 10.2, I think.
Oh, wow.
Did you have gestational diabetes?
I did.
Oh,
And
that's probably
Yeah,
why.
so did I.
Dormant.
Michael was 5'12".
You had gestational diabetes too?
I did, but he was only 5'12".
But he was early, right?
Yeah, he was underdone.
Yeah. It doesn't matter really. Sometimes it happens. It just happens, And that's why they have that test, the glucose test that they do. Just
I
to make
know.
sure it's so important.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he was 34 and a half weeks, something like that.
Hmm.
But anything after 27 weeks, they said was a bonus. So
That's good.
yeah, they knew that they could keep him alive at 27 weeks. Is what they told me, or they'd hope.
They'd hoped. Yeah.
Yeah. Every time I saw him, you have your bag packed? Yeah. I didn't, but I tell him I did. Like, what do I care if I have a bag packed? Come on.
Like
Come on,
you're
baby.
about yourself. You're not going to worry about yourself at all. You're just going to run to the hospital. You're not going to worry about
Exactly. Oh, wait, let me pack a bag. Right.
No, not me. I would be there so quick you wouldn't even. Yeah. I got in big trouble after my second baby. I had that HELP syndrome, and my blood pressure was really high.
Oh.
And I almost had a stroke in my brainstem, and I was put in the hospital for it. And then they put me on all kinds of medicines. And after about a year, it just kind of went away.
Yeah, my blood pressure doubled.
Yeah, me too.
I had him.
It was almost 300
They
over
said
one.
it was, oh no, mine was normally 90 over 60. It was 180 over 120. And they unlocked the wheels on my bed and said, keep your hands inside. And they got me out the door and they put me in my own room. And then they kept monitoring my blood pressure. It was my roommate. My roommate was insane.
Wow. See, they kept me in the hospital for 2 days and they let me go home, but they didn't check my blood pressure. So when I got home, I was in big trouble and didn't even know it. I said, when something feels weird, I feel weird.
I was feeling weird and I said so. They were checking on my roommate and they weren't the same team, I guess, that checked on me. But I said, wait, I actually, because I was unfortunately the first bed in the door. If I'd been the second bed, it wouldn't have been as bad, but I was the first bed. So I said, really, can you just stop for a second and talk to me just for a second. I said, I feel really weird. Something's really, really wrong. I don't know what it is. I said,
Same.
did you take my blood pressure? I felt like it was my blood pressure. And they said, we don't know how you knew it was your blood
Yeah,
pressure.
I had the same with me. I said it feels something feels like I felt really off.
Okay. This evening, it says slick roads, poor visibility overnight, bitterly cold, wind chills. Christmas weekend, dry and very cold.
When do you water?
Tomorrow. She's like, I saw something by the governor, and she's like, everybody better stay put until they say that you can travel. They're not like, they don't even want people leaving New York City right now. And then people can't even get on the airplanes. It's crazy.
They don't want people to leave New York City.
No. I've never seen anything. Because it's dangerous. They said there's lots of dangerous conditions. I've never seen anything like this. I mean, we've like I said, we gone down in New Jersey, and it was snowing, and it was like icy when we came back, but we always did it. And I've never heard anything like this. Governor's on right now. They're replaying her.
How long is it going to be like this for?
She was like, I don't know. She was like, you're not going to leave now. Listen to me. Like, Billy, don't be a hero. You're not going on these roads, okay? You're staying.
We have really extreme cold snaps almost every winter, but they don't ordinarily land at the very beginning of winter. They're usually like late January, February.
February, not now.
Yeah.
It's a very strange weather pattern. I don't know. It was like really warm yesterday, and now it's 4 degrees, and then it's going to go to in the 50s in 2 days. It's just all over the place.
Yeah.
The weather is quite stressful with it being all over.
Well, since I know now that it's going to be like 40-ish coming up like next week, what's the point in getting rid of the snow? I don't know. Right?
Yeah, it should. If it's going up to, it's going to be warm over there too. And when I say warm, I'm saying 50, but it's still.
I don't think 50, but let me take a peek here.
Yeah, go take a peek.
Ooh, from 0 to
Mars
1.
is, well, I'm talking about the rest of the week. We went up to foot. We're 51.
Wednesday 36, Thursday 43.
Okay.
With rain.
Winter storm impacting upstate New York. The lady she has to hold on to her hood because she said it's blowing her hood off of her jacket.
She must be freezing.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be out walking in this.
With the wind, it's whiteout conditions.
Those people who go on the scene in storms and bad weather.
Oh my gosh, did you see when a stop sign came and smashed the lady in the head?
Yes, that made me feel so bad.
Oh
I felt so did she pass?
No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That could have killed her. It could have.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's a hard job.
I don't know why they want to just stay in there. Like, everybody should be evacuated, but we're just going to stay here.
They actually named this storm Elliot. Did you know the storm was named Elliot?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
What?
They just showed up here the street. You know when they have like 3 traffic lights on a cable?
Yeah.
They were whipping in the wind. One came off, fell into the road, and smashed in the street. If a car was there, it would kill the person in it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
And they're showing there's so many trees that are like big trees snapped all over the place. But that traffic light thing was crazy.
That is crazy. Oh, it's 8. We went up 3 degrees. But it feels like -20, it's saying.
I wish I could show you that. That's crazy. That's so dangerous.
We can't. Can we see? What is it on, like a cam, city cam or street light cam?
It's on this local news thing from Spectrum.
It used to be 12. Now it's 8.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't 5 before. It's 8.
Traveling to New York City amid winter weather. Yeah. And they canceled. The people were screaming because they didn't let them go to New York City or something. she wanted to go. They had their tickets to the Christmas spectacular and stuff, and everything is canceled. This guy's trying to ride a bike. He
Are you
can't do it.
The Christmas spectacular?
There's nobody on the Metro North Railroad. It's like a ghost town there.
Oh my God! In the city?
Yeah, they're just stuck there. The trains
going to get home?
Well, I know that's what we're trying to see.
I don't know if they're gonna do. Are they gonna do the Christmas spectacular that was actually canceled?
No, I don't know if the spectacular was canceled, but the woman could not get there. They wouldn't let her go. Wouldn't let her go into the city from the whatever train she was going on.
What?
She was pissed. She was pissed. Yeah, the trains weren't running right or something. I don't know. I've been listening all day.
The tracks might have been an issue. Might have been frozen.
Like, there's 5 of them out there. They had all their stuff. They're like, we were going to go into the city and have a good time, and we got stuck here.
Listen, tomorrow you get your daughter.
How long of a drive is it to her where she lives?
My daughter?
Yeah.
A couple of hours.
Oh my God.
Well, I'd end up having to do it.
Is Jimmy driving?
I don't know what we're doing yet.
See if he can drive so you don't have to do all that. And then you could be on the phone with us.
Yeah.
Can you? Maybe he can.
We'll see.
I mean, that might be the only way she gets home.
Yeah. I don't think you should do anything. You just see if Jimmy will. And that way, yeah.
Carolyn, are you going to be on tomorrow or Christmas?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh,
yeah. The Zoom will be running. The Zoom will be running.
Cool.
Yeah, the Zoom will be on.
Yeah, we're always here. Yeah.
Yeah, we will
work,
be.
Tomorrow
Seeing as
working,
some of us don't have anywhere to go or anything
Sunday,
to do.
Nothing. Going to church.
You are?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Where are you going?
To church.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Oh,
are you cooking? Are you cooking anything special?
No.
Oh,
I'm gonna be by myself.
You don't, and you don't like to cook either, do you?
No.
No, that's what I thought.
Well, you'll be with us. Yeah, you don't need to.
Well,
are you ordering something in or?
Yeah, I got pre-made stuff from the market.
Oh, good. Okay, so you got something.
Yeah. I have
All
my
right.
turkey. I'm gonna have my turkey, my cranberries, my stuffing.
Oh, good. That's what I had.
Yeah.
We had a piece rotisserie. We had a whole rotisserie chicken, and I had some today, and that's exactly what I had. I had a little bit of chicken, cranberry sauce, and a little bit of stuffing, and that's it.
Yeah.
Well, then you've already had Christmas dinner.
But you're going out for sushi for Christmas, right?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. We have reservations at 4:00.
Is that's what you always do?
Twisted Mike's arm really, really gently that he might agree to Chinese food for Christmas dinner.
Sounds pretty good. I mean, we do Chinese for New Year's and sushi
They're
for
always open for Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Jews go to the Chinese restaurants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think David and I will do DoorDash from like a restaurant. We're not going to go out New Year's Eve.
Remember that we went to by Michael's house?
Well, your boyfriend's going to be there too, Alex.
They were like slammed.
Yeah. So excited.
That's probably their biggest day of the year. I'll bet you Christmas Day is the biggest day of the year at Chinese restaurants.
Do you know what he's getting you?
Not
for
too many
Christmas,
places are open.
No, I can't wait to find out. I'll find out tomorrow night.
Ooh, what do you want for Christmas? That's
jewelry.
I bet.
I know it's not going to be a ring. I know it's not going to be a ring.
Okay. Okay.
What? I mean, how long have you guys been together?
What?
How long have you guys been together?
Year and a half.
Oh, okay.
He's a perpetual bachelor.
Well, it's getting close. It's getting a
Is
year.
that what he tells you?
Oh, he's not going to marry me.
Oh, why? A year and a half?
We may live together someday, but that's it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, you never.
Why? Do you want to keep his options open or what?
No, he's not seeing anyone else, but.
So then he's commitment phobic.
Yeah.
Oh.
He was married for 11 years. He was married for like 8 years, and then he's been divorced for 11 years, 12 years, and he's just set in his ways.
Right.
He loves the bachelor life.
Yeah, but you get lonely sometimes. After so long, it gets old. Give him some more
That's
time.
true.
He'll get sick of it.
Yeah.
It
You
takes a
never
little
know.
Pencilla.
I want to marry him so bad.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
just say, just sing there and just like, if you like it, then you should put a ring on it, and then talk to some other people and stuff, and make them a bit jealous that you're not tied down. Like you haven't locked it in, Eddie. Lock it in,
He
Eddie.
told me he doesn't want me with anyone else.
No, but that's what's interesting about those guys.
Yeah.
So
they
what
want
are they
you.
gonna do?
They want to be with you, but at the same time, they won't.
They don't want to commit.
I mean, he's got everything going for him. He's got everything. He's got it all.
He's got you too.
Oh.
There you go.
Yeah, the good woman by a man's side. It just, I mean, there's something to it, right?
Yep.
Oh, you guys want to hear the funniest thing that happened last night?
What happened?
I was sleeping, and my phone. I had you guys on, and I didn't hear anything. I was so out like a light. All of a sudden, I hear, talking like, what were they saying? Stuff about Elm Street, and I'm talking to you, and all these eerie things.
Oh my God! Probably talking about the case.
Yes, so I go to the window.
No, it was Margot and Linda.
Yeah, they were talking about all this really scary stuff, and I go to the window, and it sounds like it's coming from outside.
Oh
my gosh! I was so scared,
Oh.
and all of a sudden I'm like, where's this coming from? And they wouldn't stop talking, and they're saying all these scary things, and I'm like, oh my gosh! And then I figured it out. It was my phone. My phone was on the floor face down.
Oh,
and I was listening to them talking, but I thought it was somebody talking to me from outside.
Oh my! You'll get used to it. You'll get used to Zoom if you will. It takes a couple days, but once you're in here for a couple days, you get so used to it.
No, I know. I wasn't. It wasn't that I wasn't used to it.
No, she just thought somebody was talking to her from outside.
No.
Yeah, it was so scary because it sounded like it was coming from outside, like the other side of like my house. It's like there's like a big wall, kind of like a porch, and then like a wooden like wall outside the porch. And I thought somebody was on the other side of the porch saying stuff.
Oh my gosh. I would have been freaked out too.
I think the funniest thing that we've done on Zoom was when Carolyn went shopping and she put us in like her handbag. And we're just being really dumb because we're usually pretty sleep deprived, and
I hear you,
we're saying all these like stupid things, and it's like I wonder if the people can hear behind her, like they're in line, and
she's like,
it's just sort of like, are they hearing voices? Are you hearing voices? Like, just
happy anniversary, little lady.
Happy anniversary, little lady.
Happy anniversary.
Oh, you still on the line.
Wedding anniversary is Christmas.
Oh, is it?
Isn't that nice? How many
you
years?
got married on Christmas?
Our 29th anniversary. Yep.
That's wonderful.
You got married on Christmas, little lady, huh?
That's romantic.
Very sweet. Very.
Oh. I think that's really romantic.
I do too.
I love Christmas. Christmas Eve is my favorite, though.
Mm-hmm.
I know you do talk cases in the 24/7 Zoom.
Well, you're not
trying to
be
feel all important.
Here, you know.
I like anticipation. Once Christmas Day comes, it's like over.
No, stop it.
Goes so fast.
Well, it doesn't.
You know, I saw some lady today, and she's like, "Oh, it's almost time to take the tree down." And I'm like, "Shut up! I'm putting my tree up.
Putting them up.
You keep the tree up until New Year's Day, and then you burn.
See, that's what people do. Once they put them up so early, they're so tired of them. They just want to get it all down. Like they put it up in October. And
I put decorations up until January 31st.
Yeah,
it's kind of a tradition here to burn your tree on New Year's Day. Like people go in their backyards, they burn their Christmas
you have to
tree.
wait till at least the Epiphany.
No,
That's the 6th.
I love Christmas decorations. I love them.
Yeah.
Yeah, we never
I
took it down
just put
until
mine
the
up there.
Epiphany, although I want to say a couple different years I took it down during the football games on New Year's Day. Just
Oh,
because.
really?
Yeah, just because. Then I learned that the mall was open, so I go to the mall instead.
Is the malls open Christmas Day?
No, it was open New Year's Day.
Oh, wow.
I wish I could
Yeah.
get my nails done meet Christmas Day.
Oh, yeah. I got my nails done yesterday. I went to the salon, my nails, my toes, my eyebrows.
Yeah, you did it all.
Nice to just get it.
I did my own.
You do a beautiful job. I could never do my nails like you do.
Either.
Good. Yes, you
I think
could.
something's wrong with my toe.
I've only been doing them for 50 years, so.
It hurts like crazy.
Is it inflamed? Do you see? Is it red? And is there inflammation?
I don't know. It's the side
Oh,
of my toe.
your toe, Carolyn?
My
Yeah.
toe.
The side of what toe?
My toe.
Which toe?
Next to my big toe.
Oh,
The little baby, the
that's
little.
the one that's hurting Mike.
Really?
Yeah.
He has a bad toe too?
Your second toe is the one
Yeah.
that's hurting you. Yeah, he's nodding his head. Yeah, which foot? Left foot
Mine's the right foot.
versus right foot. Same
Wow.
toe, right foot.
Where on
there's
his toe?
Told me about that last night.
What part on his toe hurts?
What part on your toe hurts? Then where the nail is, right by the skin.
Yeah.
It must be ingrown.
I bet
toenail.
you have grown toenail, guys.
That
But
hurts.
it's not really, it doesn't feel like an ingrown toenail. It feels like
He says it's kind of crunched up. Kind of crunch.
What does it feel like, Carolyn? Like when you press on it, and
it feels like it's more towards, like, well, I guess I don't know. I'm gonna have Jimmy look at it to see if he sees it, if he thinks anything is like real bad with it.
Yeah, it sounds like you have maybe an ingrown toenail, though.
It kind of sounds like it.
The way you said it.
When you ride your bike, are you standing at all?
Sometimes, Jimmy, you have to check this toe. This toe right
here.
here. Her husband has pain in his toe. It's right here. It's pain in my toe right here.
His is
really
left
bad.
toe, his right toe.
Jimmy will be.
You know what fixes that?
What?
Jewelry.
Jewelry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Right here. Like right there. Is there anything going on there? It's a little red.
It's
Could be,
ingrown.
you could have a little infection going.
Yeah.
Oh wait, you know what I forgot to tell you guys?
What?
This toe over here is bothering that toe. I had that real bad 1 year. Oh my gosh, 1 year. That was bad.
Well,
I had a
Could have
bad
lost my toe.
oh my God, really?
1 year, yeah, could have lost my one toe.
Mine was killing me too, and I had Mike looking at it. I had our friend looking at it. They said they couldn't see what was wrong. It was red. I got home and I pressed it, and all kinds of ick came out of it. Like,
oh, you know what happened to me once? This is going to be so gross.
That's okay. Who cares?
Okay, I was out shopping for hours and hours, and I don't know what happened, but somehow my one toe got trapped like under my other one.
Oh,
where's your sock?
But but the nail cut it, and then it got super infected.
Oh my God.
I thought I was gonna lose my toe.
Oh,
your nail cut the toe next to it.
And
yes, and it got
I
infected.
had that happen to me once. Oh
and
my God!
I was like, and Jimmy's like, you better go to the hospital. I said, I'm gonna soak it in Melaleuca oil because that's, and I did, and I cured it. It was so bad.
wow.
It was so bad. The pain was so bad.
Oh, it's horrible.
Yeah.
Oh, and you try to go to sleep, you can't because
And then you're like, am I gonna lose my toe? Like maybe somebody's gonna say you should go to the hospital.
That's why I go to the reason.
It sounds like a paper cut on your toe, like
but it got
extreme paper cut.
And and I was shopping all day. Stupid me, I'm just thinking like, oh, my feet are just hurting because I'm shopping all day. I
Right.
didn't realize what happened. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So I was
that's
just like,
right.
oh, I can do it. I can do it. I'm very stoic.
Yeah.
No
But
big deal.
that's why you got to go to the pedicure place once every 5 weeks, so that never happens. It will never happen to you again if you do that. I
Really?
swear.
Because I've seen some of those, the hygiene and stuff at those places, and
Really?
people have come
The
out a
place-
lot worse
Don't
than they
say
went in.
that. You'll never get her to go. I'm kind of the same way though for women. So I'm
The
just
place
saying.
I go is great, but it's all the way here, and you have to really
Yeah.
know the place. You're right, Kat.
One
If
of
I
my
wasn't
friends
such a germaphobe, I probably would.
went to the
Totally,
place
yeah.
where the little fish bite your toes. They
Oh,
bite all. Yeah,
I
that's
saw
what
that.
she did with her daughter. Yeah,
Did you
Are
say
you going?
fish?
You see
fish.
something?
Yeah,
Oh, you did
they're
say fish,
little
okay.
fish. They're little biting fish, I think, and
Yeah,
they nibble all the dead skin off your feet.
yeah. It's
Wouldn't
supposed
that tickle?
yeah,
Yeah,
it tickles. It's
they
like
said
Tickle,
a
it
and you
did.
rolling.
laugh, and you accidentally squish them, and then you feel bad.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
said it did tickle. I'm ticklish, so I can't imagine me being able to keep my feet in the water, let
It's
alone.
a natural exfoliation, is what it is, pretty much.
Mhm.
Well, the best thing is walking on sand for exfoliation, the
Did
beach.
you try to
The
have
best
a
thing ever. And
Uh-huh.
that's what I was doing on
pet
our
on
trip.
top?
I was just
That's why
walking on
not
barefoot.
to wear closed toe shoes, because when you wear closed toe shoes, the nails will push no matter what you do. If you walk, if you do anything, your nails will push against that toe,
Yep.
and it can cause problems. It can hinder the growth properly, So I
Mm.
No, I
make sure
think that
as much as I can.
I love flip flops. I'd wear them all year round, but now it's
you
just too
think there's a
freaking cold.
splinter.
Ooh,
Oh, your nail can splinter. I've had that happen too, and you literally have to get like needle nose pliers because Mike had to do it. Get a hold of it and pull it out, and you'd be shocked how long it is when you pull it out.
oh my God! I don't think it's
Yeah.
her toenails. Jimmy thinks she has
I think that concludes all the
He's gonna
toe
get some
problems I've
drawouts
had
out. He
through
thinks
the
there's
years.
Maybe if
someone.
you soak your foot in like some salty water or something before
Yeah. Do you have
he's going to go
salt?
digging around to make it easier to get out if something is in there.
Yeah. Do you have Epsom salt, Carolyn, by chance?
Uh-huh.
Why don't
Yeah.
you do some salt bath with your foot in like a bucket of very, very, very warm water?
It's her toenail. I promised you. That's what it is.
I think it is, but Jimmy said it might be a splinter.
No, it might be an infection on the side.
It might be, and then if it is, what you do, if you can stand it, you take your thumb and you push it right there and pull out at the same time, right next to the skin. With any
Right.
kind of luck, you rip it open, drain it, and then you clean it real good with peroxide, and then wear socks. Like
Yeah,
be
I don't
very
even
covered
wear
in socks.
socks. I keep socks off, try to keep my feet as aired as
I'm
possible.
sorry if we're grossing people out.
No, I don't think it's grossing people out.
I know. I don't know if people in the chat might be getting grossed
I know
out.
they're probably going, "Ooh, this is."
Hey, you want to
We're
talk about the
sorry.
case
This
for a
is a
little while?
They're
Zoom.
not. They're not. No,
We
everything's fine.
forget in here, and we start talking about gross and disgusting things. Yes.
No,
You
the-
Well,
wanna
it's
talk about the
Christmas, and I
case?
think feet are the most neglected part of our bodies. So give our love,
Yeah.
our feet a bit of love for Christmas.
I
Who
do
wants
keep an eye on my feet. I do.
who wants to talk about the case for a little while? Because you know what? There's this detective that calls into this other show, and he talks really well about it and stuff, and he thinks that, in his opinion, that JD did it.
yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, my
And he
first,
he has
yeah,
all the way he
Salinger.
of
and the
course.
way that he
Mhm.
explains it is so good. He has all these reasons, and I mean, he just explains it so well.
Did he say why haven't they arrested him yet? Because they would have so much on him.
Yeah,
Mhm.
he says that allegedly he thinks that Kaylee was way out of his league, and he thinks he's never gonna get a girl like that again, and he can't believe that he lost this girl and what he had, and then he's
Right.
going.
I mean, I said the same thing on that part. Like,
Yeah.
but how come he hasn't? Did he say anything about like how come he hasn't been arrested yet?
Well, I think he was saying that they want to like make sure they cross all their T's and dot their I's
Yeah.
and make sure that he conviction in the case. And he says that the DNA is probably hard to prove because he's been in there so much, and he's been around Kaylee so much.
But somebody fought back. There would be some signs of that on his person.
That,
Yeah.
but he could have been covered from head to toe with stuff. He could have been really prepared and had like a hairnet on and
Yeah, but
gloves.
still, you could still do damage through clothing. You can still.
He said that you could do all that and come out without a scratch on you.
Oh, wow.
Or like you could come out without a scratch on you, he said. What is everybody's theory?
I don't know. I
I
flip
think
flop.
it's someone who had been to the house before.
Who does everyone think did it?
I'm leaning towards the boyfriend. If it's not the boyfriend, it's that like one of the other guys that are close. It's not a stranger, I don't think.
So
It's not a stranger. It was somebody that had been to parties there for sure.
they knew the code, and they said there was no forced entry. And I know an open door isn't considered forced entry, but I think if there was an open door, the police would have. I think they would have said something. Well, the door was open.
The door wasn't open.
The door wall is on the second floor, but it opens to the ground, right?
Yeah. There was supposedly, and I want confirmation on it.
That's a rumor about the open door.
Well, yeah, that's something the father, that Concalva's father, said that it could have been that when he was being interviewed, but he was
the front door left open. I was reading a thing about fact and fiction, and it was like from the law enforcement or something, and they said the front door was not left open.
I don't believe it was, because you know why? Because it had the dog. Think about the dog. It all goes back to the dog. They wouldn't leave the door open because the dog is not going to be in that room all night. When they get home, they're letting the dog out of the room.
Right. The front door was not, well, it wasn't left open in the morning either.
Yeah.
Like no one found the front door open.
So then wasn't there a code box on the front, on the sliding door? Wasn't there?
I don't know.
I'm here.
I've never
what?
On a sliding door.
What is that?
Yeah, that's what I
heard.
Was. So wonder, did they have code?
From where?
When he had his cut.
His appendectomy?
Huh?
His appendectomy?
No, he's remember he cut himself?
No.
With the knife?
Oh.
You don't remember that?
Well, I don't know.
Let me take care of it. I think you want to put that stuff on it and Band-Aid on, just leave it on, just leave it on.
What is that?
It's on outside.
Well, what is that? That works for an infection?
Yeah. Infection.
I was going to say, tell him
Dr. Jimmy's in the house.
Yeah.
The flashlight on his phone and look at it real close and see if it looks like
he took a flashlight and a huge magnifying glass.
Oh, perfect.
The best thing to do is take a photo on your phone, and then you can enlarge the photo.
That's true too. I do
that with people's teeth. All the time, and
I do that all the time, and I have so many photos of injuries and stuff. Like I don't know what we did without the phone, right? Because I'll go like, Luke, take a picture of if I can't get to something, right?
I know, right?
This is what it looks like,
Do you ever wonder if our lives were put under a microscope and all the evidence, in the cases, like all of the messages and pictures and your whole life just gets exposed, and you'd sort of like have a lot of explaining to do. Like, it's not what it looks like.
Right. Yeah. But how they say when you enlarge something, like when people were enlarging like these pictures of summer wells and bringing them up so high, you could see almost anything on it. Right. And say that thing. Well, that's what'll happen too if you take a picture of like an injury of yours and then you're like enlarging it to crazy. Right. And then you're like, oh my gosh. Right.
It'll probably take us 6 weeks to figure out it was your toe.
I got bitten by a tick. Right. And then I was like so scared. Everything after that, I thought it was a tick bite. And so I had this thing on my leg and I posted it on my Facebook. And I'm like, oh my gosh, is this another tick? I think it's a tick embedded in my skin. And everybody's like, no, because I have a lot of friends that are nurses and they're like, no, that doesn't look like anything like that. I think you're just like, shell shocked with the whole thing. Everything on me, I was seeing a tick.
Oh,
Right? I'm like, that's not a freckle. What? Oh, and
The power of suggestion.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I still have nightmares about that conversation that we had one time about bed bugs.
Oh,
That still makes me.
yeah, the heebie-jeebies. I know.
Yeah. Just thought of because I would never have thought going if a place had bed bugs and you go there and you're on holiday and you got your suitcase down and your clothes and then they come home with you kind of in the suitcase and I don't think we have them here in Australia.
Oh, that's good.
Well, I think Gail didn't she?
Mm.
Not the ones that you guys have.
No, I'm not talking about those cockroach things. I'm pretty sure. I don't know why I'm thinking that.
Oh yeah.
Am I crazy?
Cockroach.
Am I crazy? I thought she said there were bed bugs.
Yeah, I don't know what she said was there. She did list a bunch of critters though that she had that we don't. Like you guys have different.
Oh yeah, we got heaps of creepy crawlies.
Yeah.
I saw the funniest thing yesterday. It was like a ladybug, but it wasn't. It was like oh god, the lost the where.
Those are Japanese beetles.
Sorry, what are they? Japanese
beetles.
Oh, it was tiny, but like it was the size of a ladybug.
Yeah, they're Japanese beetles, aren't they?
I've never ever seen them in my life.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
They're really pretty.
They eat like they'll eat a tree bare. That's the only thing. They're very invasive. So once you see one,
Oh, sure. They're like really, really tiny. They didn't look like they could do much damage.
Yeah, well, I know. They're little shiny ones. They're like shiny ladybugs. They're like luster.
You just leave it on there all night long. Even tomorrow. Hopefully they'll come out.
Does she still have a tag?
That's how you saw them for the first time there. That's interesting. Let me see. Let me take a look.
I've got to go. I've got my nose has just started bleeding.
Oh no. Okay.
It's like about 30 degrees here today, which is about I think it's 86.
Put your head back and come back when you're okay.
It's just the heat. Stress. All right, I'll catch you guys later anyway.
Okay, honey.
Bye.
I'll see you later.
Yeah, so
I'm bandaged up.
Huh?
I'm all bandaged.
Oh, good.
Oh, good.
We'll see what happens. We'll be on toe watch.
Oh, did he put peroxide in it?
He put he cleaned it up with some kind of special disinfectant thing, and then he put the draw itself.
Oh,
hopefully it'll keep me out of the private hospital.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to go there.
No.
No good. Nothing good happens there.
I just want to get out of there. Yeah. Oh my gosh, so yeah, did anybody put their theories in the chat?
Their theories, what?
In the chat, you asked them for their theories. Did anybody in the chat put their theory?
Yeah, tell your theories. What about you, Carolyn? Who do you think?
Tell them to call in.
The boyfriend.
No, wait. They can't call in.
Oh, they can't
You
call.
can call in if you can get into Slack and get into Zoom that way.
Yeah.
That's how you can call in.
It's so cold in here now. Now I feel like it's freezing in here. Like I can't. I was hot. Now I feel like I can't get warm now. I feel like I want to crawl into my bed or something. putting the heat on in the massage chair.
Oh, you've got the heat thing
Yep.
in it?
Yeah.
Big heat on,
Oh,
yeah.
Turn
Chair.
that on.
Yep.
I can't see the chat because I'm on the phone on Zoom, so I can only see the people.
Let me see. Let me see what I heard is saying. Someone is saying, please show. Okay, no. Someone's saying, did the ex already graduate college? No, I think he was graduating in June. I don't know. Do you have the cell number to call in? Anthony Ziamba? You want to call in? We don't have a cell number. You have to call me and I have to give you a Zoom link.
Yeah, you care far away from that. So, I mean, if anybody wants to call in, like, has the number as a member, just give us a call and discuss your theory.
Or put it in the chat.
Yeah, or put it in the chat. We'll read it.
Carol, you think JD, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think it has something to do with JD as well. I don't know what exactly, but I think something, because he was losing everything. He was losing his girlfriend for about 5 years. She was going to Italy. She got a trip as a gift from her family to go in January. She was moving to Texas to start a job in February. Or she was going back tomorrow. She wasn't even going to be there for more than, a day or two.
And
So,
as far as I spent any time with him that day,
none.
right?
As far as we know. But the only thing is, how'd she get the dog? She must have seen him because she had the dog, right? She didn't bring the dog with her. Jack had the dog. So in order for her to have the dog in that house.
Are you sure she didn't have the dog with her?
I'm pretty sure she didn't. That Jack had the dog for the most part. Right, Carolyn?
She could have.
Yeah, she could have had the dog.
But she didn't spend her last night with him. She spent it with Maddie.
But the thing is, if he was home, why did she have the dog if she was going out? Wouldn't it be wouldn't it, be easier for Jack to take the dog since he was going to be home?
I think so.
But he didn't take the dog. So we need to know why.
If he was going to be home sleeping, why not?
Yeah. But why did he give the dog to that house when he knew the girls were going to be out doing whatever?
And also, they weren't allowed to have dogs there.
I know. So why did she have the dog?
That's true.
We need to find out. Did she see Jack beforehand and get the dog from him? Did she have the dog and bring the dog with her from wherever she came from?
But she spent her very last night around there.
And with her friends, not with Jack. Nothing.
Right.
And why was Jack sleeping? All his friends were going to the fraternity party down the street and he was sleeping? Did he ever go to the party? Did he go anywhere? What's his alibi? We haven't heard anything about it.
It's a Saturday night.
Isn't it strange that we've heard about all the other people, mostly all the other people, but we haven't heard anything about Jack? Nothing.
Right.
Isn't that strange?
We know a lot about Hoodie Guy and his parents and all that stuff.
We know a lot about the neighbor, the creepy neighbor, the guy, whatever. We know about him. We know about the food. Yeah, the hoodie guy.
Right.
Just, everything else but.
Right.
Why? It's just, it's off, isn't it? Something is definitely amiss there.
And Hoodie Guy had friends come out and speak for him.
Mm-hmm. And why didn't Jack speak at the memorial at all? Why do you think that is?
I don't know.
For me, in my mind, the person that looks the most guilty is Jack D.
Right.
Because he was losing everything. She graduated. She was moving on with her life. She wasn't even hanging out with him. And he's sitting there like, what is going on? He can see her room from his room.
Right.
Okay. He's watching.
Could he?
Yeah, it was high up. It was like a direct view.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Who knows? Maybe he been looking and seeing her hanging out with different people, and maybe he's been, I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't think of anybody else who it would be anybody else who would have a motive. It was a crime of passion. The police were correct on their very first interview, saying it was looks like a targeted attack, a crime of passion. It was very brutal, very
too.
personal. Very personal. Was
They're
anything taken from the house? No, they didn't even mention if anything was taken.
Right, and their initial assessment was correct. I believe in everything they said in the beginning.
Is correct. I do too. That's where my mind is, Elle. That's where my mind is, though. I think Jack is involved. I mean, we're just right now, allegedly, we're just talking about it, and that's okay.
Yeah.
But I just think it's strange.
Me too. And I nothing about his personality. No one has spoken about him.
See, the thing is, sometimes we have to pay attention not to what we hear, but what we don't hear. Right?
Yeah. And also him insinuating that she was fat.
Yeah. Instapost.
Yeah, that makes me feel like he was jealous.
Yeah.
Like a jealous boyfriend.
Me too. I think there was some more jealousy than that's being portrayed right now. And I don't think they're talking about Jack because he's possibly involved. And if they do discuss Jack, it can hinder the investigation, and it can create a scenario where he doesn't get indicted or he doesn't get charged. Because, right?
Yeah, I agree.
If nobody's talking about him, they have a more solid case when they do arrest him, right?
Yeah, and why did she break up with him? What was the reason after 5 years that right now
that's a long relationship. A long relationship.
Yeah. And
5 years of your life. So they've been dating, he was 20. So they've been dating since they were 15 years old.
Yeah.
Isn't that wild?
21, I think. So they were dating since 15.
They were like high school sweethearts.
Yeah.
Something is wrong there. It's like maybe he thought his life was over. Maybe it was that, we don't know what was going through his mind either.
Well, like that, the detective said, possibly he never thought he was going to get someone like her in his life again.
I don't think so. I think, and I agree with you. I think that's what he did think.
Yeah. And he probably knew it was for good. I mean, it wasn't a temporary thing, probably, because she was completely changing her life. It wasn't like she just took a break. It was like she took a break and she wanted to take a break, and she was going to another side of the world on a vacation, and then she was moving to another state.
No, and she wasn't giving Jack even
and going to Italy. Don't forget.
Yeah, it didn't even seem like they were dating. If you looked at her Instagram, he would post a couple of things. She never replied to him. It looked like she paid him no attention or mind.
I know.
And I just think maybe there was some resentment because of that, and he,
the detective said something about his ego being bruised, that he thought that.
Christmas Eve. I can't believe this. And then it's going to be 2023.
Anyone baking any cookies? Kevin wants to know.
I made cookies today, Kevin. You missed them. Tomorrow, that's what I have to do. Tomorrow I have to coat them in chocolate too.
I have to stay away from the cookies. I'm so bad with them.
You should use the sliced and baked ones.
Yeah, not much talk at all about Jack. I agree, Kevin.
Yeah. I didn't hear Kevin say something.
Yeah, he's in chat. He says just not much talk at all about Jack. Yeah.
Oh. Everyone else in the case there is, except for him. There's more talk about Adam than Jack.
There is, and he's not even related to the case. He works at the.
Adam's really irrelevant.
Completely irrelevant. Or he's the bartender at the corner club, wasn't he? Adam.
No one talks about Jack D.
Nobody. And that's strange to me. I have not heard about him. I haven't heard anything about him. And that's, for me, that it's suspicious for me.
Who
Yeah.
haven't you heard about?
Jack D.
Oh, yeah.
I just think that, again, the police have more than that they're releasing because they can't.
In every poll that I see, in my opinion, he's always wins for the person that's most suspected. Everyone.
Yeah. It's like he hasn't even.
Who do
There's
you
been
think,
no
Sharon? Who does
Yeah.
Sharon and Nicole think did it?
Well,
I
already said.
I think it's someone who was familiar with the house, who'd been to at least to a party, if not more than a couple parties there.
But what happened? What would happen?
Well, it's possible. Were all of the girls dating?
I
Or
think
not?
I
No. Wait.
I don't think they were. I mean, they may have been dating, but not somebody. I don't think they were dating somebody
Like, I'm just wondering if somebody maybe they had a little too much and somebody else had a little too much to drink and things got hot and heavy and then somebody sobered up just enough to say, oh my God, what am I doing? Get away from me.
Oh, that's quite possible.
You know what I mean? Like, could it be somebody that they were rebuffed or what have you? And
yeah, that's a good
I don't
point.
know.
But it was very, very personal. I mean,
Yeah.
it was.
Well, somebody might take something like that very personally, you see.
And nothing was taken
I
from the
don't
house.
know.
There was no mention of a robbery. There was no mention of anything being taken.
No, you're right. You're right.
So it just says to me that they went in there for a purpose and it was a direct targeted
Kill,
attack.
period.
Right.
But were the other ones collateral damage, or was it to take any kind of notice off themselves by killing everybody in sight? I don't.
Could have been both.
They were
Maybe
in different rooms. They were all inebriated, so
Maybe
they
he was.
probably were sleeping pretty soundly, I would think. So
Maybe
you probably could have offed a couple of them and gotten away with it and
yeah.
left.
But what if he was mad at them all? What if it had something to do with the fraternity or the sorority getting on? They had a few warnings already for
I
this.
think he wanted to kill Haley and Maddie because I think it was, in my opinion, JD, and I think he saw Maddie as an obstacle to get to Kaylee. And I think that Ethan just came out of the room because he heard something, and that's why he got killed. And I think that Xana saw Ethan get killed, so she can identify killed him when he got killed.
Is she the one who fought?
Yes.
Yes.
Well,
she's the one where her dad said there were gouges and bruising, which indicated that she had put up a pretty good fight against her attacker.
Gouges and bruising on her?
Correct.
Obviously.
Yeah.
So
we don't know who the target.
Let's just say she started screaming her bloody head off, okay?
She may not have because nothing was heard or reported. Now, we can look that.
They said that you couldn't walk down the hallway, you couldn't go down the stairs or up the stairs without someone knowing where you were because the floors creaked so badly.
Yeah, Dana's dad either changed the locks or fixed the locks 1 week before the murder. What do you think that?
He changed them. I saw it. I saw the interview.
Okay, so why did he change the locks, I wonder?
Well, was there was there, he had to have had a reason that he was changing the locks, right?
Right. Yes.
His
Well,
daughter was going to be graduating, right?
yeah.
In like days.
Zena, I don't know if Zena
Wouldn't
was.
it be up to the rental company to take care of something like that?
You would think so. Why did the dad do it?
Maybe she
Well,
was in
that's
a.
what I'm wondering. Did the daughter say to him, I'm
I'm
a
being
little nervous. There's
stalked,
been people
harassed.
around the house at night, whatever, that kind of thing.
Yeah, could be dangerous people. We don't know yet. All we
And
know is that they were changed
maybe,
1 week before the.
maybe she knew how crazy Jack was being.
She didn't have what?
Maybe she knew that Jack was being really nuts with Kaylee, and that's
Maybe.
perhaps.
Yeah, maybe.
But why would her father? I mean, I don't know how far away these people live, but why would her father go down there to change the lock?
Because the other ones were out of state, wasn't it?
Yeah, maybe.
One was from Arizona. One was from there. He was the closest one, wasn't he?
Wasn't she leaving the next day? She was leaving the next day, so this was his so-called golden opportunity to do something.
Who had the Italy trip? Was that Maddie or Kaylee?
Kaylee, but Xana's father was from Arizona. He came for some reason. I can't remember, maybe for Parents' Day or something like that. But I think he changed the lock because maybe I just still think Kaylee was afraid of Jack. I just think that's why I think the phone calls, everything, and maybe that's why Xana got her locks changed because maybe she knew that Jack was being crazy. Maybe that could be
But
why.
wouldn't the father
Say
have
something.
said something?
Maybe
After everybody dies, wouldn't her father have been screaming from the rooftops? I was there. I changed the locks because they were afraid of.
Maybe he didn't tell. Maybe she didn't tell her dad that she was afraid of Jack. Maybe she didn't because this is. Don't forget how long they'd been dating. It was like family friends.
Right.
Like Jack knew that. So maybe she didn't tell. She didn't say why she was afraid.
Yeah, she just said.
But she was leaving the next day.
No, that's not Xana. That's Kaylee.
Yeah.
Okay.
Xana was leaving the night. I mean, Xana was not leaving.
Brunette. Was Xana the brunette? I have
Oh.
trouble keeping track of who's who. There's 2 blondes, a brunette, and 1 guy.
That is the brunette.
That's what I thought. Okay, then I am keeping track.
Oh, Maddie Mogan and oh boy, who was it? Kaylee Cancalves. And also, I wanted to say that both Xana and Maddie worked at the Mad Greek.
No.
Maddie, right?
Yes.
And then Maddie helped the owner with her social media site for the restaurant. But the weird thing is, Xana and Maddie must have been very close because they lived together, they worked together, and they were in the same classes because both of them were marketing majors.
But that doesn't necessarily make them great buddies.
That's true.
There's a few pictures together and hugging in one.
There are, but maybe a picture. I mean, maybe they weren't as good friends as everyone thought. Maybe there was some issues with their friendship because you know how you spend so much time with somebody. The more time you spend with somebody, sometimes you get on each other's nerves.
Familiarity.
Yeah, they lived together. Had some of the same. They were both marketing majors. All right, and then they worked together. That's a lot of time spent with one person. And if she came back that night, so it was Kaylee that just came back, but Xana and Maddie, why didn't Xana hang out with Maddie that night? If she was just, why not?
Xana hang out with Maddie that night. Yeah, I don't know.
She didn't.
I don't know.
That makes me wonder if they had their friendship or something was on the fritz a little bit. Because why didn't she hang out?
Well, maybe it was because Kaylee came back and
maybe
they were close and they just
Yeah, I guess. I just don't know why they didn't all, they didn't all hang out. They went separate places. If Kaylee was leaving the next day,
There's
that
got to
would
be so many text
4
messages and stuff the
years.
police have back and forth, you know.
But
So, no,
you know they didn't know each other for the full 4 years, more than likely.
a year and a
Unless
half.
they ended up like freshman year. See, I don't know how this school works. Freshman year, you have to live on campus. At least at U of M, you do.
Mhm.
And then you're optioned from after that. Although sophomores are, I think they're given preference. Anyway, were they roommates to start? A lot of times they will put people. See, nobody declares
like
a
my daughter was in
freshman
when
year.
she was doing her undergrad. They had an apartment but it was on the campus. It was a really nice apartment they had, and every girl had their own room. And there was one, two, three, four. It's like five or six bedrooms in it. And then they had a common area. They had a kitchen. I think they had a few bathrooms, but it was on campus.
Mhm.
That was
Each one
really
had
nice.
their own room, but they shared there was,
Yeah.
what did you say? There were three
I mean, there was
six
maybe there was
bedrooms or
like
something?
yeah, I think there was like
So
three
there was a
bathrooms.
bathroom in between each
Yeah.
two
Right.
But it
bedrooms.
was but I don't think it wasn't like Jack and Jill. It was just like separate, if I believe that.
Oh, okay.
It was
Because at
2 bedroom.
Washington University in St. Louis, it was bedroom with a Jack and Jill in between. And
Moscow
they also had a common area, but it was
Yeah.
2
I
bedrooms.
was pregnant with Luke. We were dropping, moving her
And you
in.
could lock your side of the bathroom. Like, let's
Yeah.
say,
I
yeah,
heard that
you could
each
lock
door,
your door and you could lock your side of the bathroom.
each door had a code,
Yeah,
didn't it? That's what I heard. So there were 2 bedrooms on each floor, right? 2, 4, 6. It was a 6-bedroom house. Is that because that had been said? So there must have been 2 bedrooms on the
Yeah.
first floor.
There was 2 bedrooms on each floor and a bathroom on each floor. But how long did each of these girls know one another? How did they all end up living in the same place? Was it happenstance that they say met junior year? They were all in this place and then they all got to
Billy
be
and
great
Matt,
friends.
it's known
They could not be
Billy and
putting them
Maddie have known each other lifelong. Someone even said that Kaylee's parents have Maddie's ashes until the memorial, and then they're going to give them to the parents.
Why is that?
I heard someone talk. I don't know that. I heard someone talking about that. I don't know if it's true, but I don't know why they lie about it. But
That would be.
They lie about everything.
but I was thinking maybe they had there when someone is cremated, you can get the big urn, but you can also get small urns for family members or friends that want a little bit of the ashes.
I have
Yeah.
some. I have some from my uncle Tim. Yeah.
I'm wondering if that's what they heard. I'm wondering if since the girls were so close, if they had little urns for
the families.
For the parents of each one, you know what I'm saying?
So yeah, I think
depends on their religion. I mean,
I don't know if that was. Don't know if that was it.
Well,
yeah.
Well, I mean, maybe also is where's Maddie and Kaylee were from the same town, the same place. So I'm thinking it's probably a smaller urn with some ashes in it, and maybe the other family will do the same, something nice for the family. So I don't know. People twist things around and they turn it into, sometimes that's why it's so important to verify everything and hear the source it came from.
Yeah, I'd like to hear more from the parents.
I'd like to hear from Jack or family. We haven't heard it. I just don't understand.
Well, would they have been instructed not to talk about this?
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that
I wonder.
they retained, right, an attorney. I'm really thinking that is likely because obviously, even if you didn't do anything, All right.
Mm.
If you're that close, you're automatically a suspect, and it's good to have legal representation. I think.
Well, Jack's the ex-boyfriend, right?
Jack
Yes. Did
Jack Decor.
right. Okay. So did he go in to talk to the cops and immediately did he say lawyer?
I don't know. No idea. We don't know if he even ever did talk to the cops, likely, but don't know. We don't know because we don't have.
You know they talked to him.
Well, I'm sure, but we don't. If
Not
you
a
know,
chance that they wouldn't have.
no, they did. I'm sure, but I just right now we just have to
I
go.
don't know. You know,
Yeah, we just see right now. I mean, but it's
I have a problem with the two girls on the first floor.
yeah.
Not
I'd
a
like to see. I want to
huge
look at
problem, but
this again at some point.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if someone got in a lot of trouble that night and then there was a resentment that was started.
I think, and I thought someone left the fraternity party early. Was that not true?
Yeah.
Who
Well,
was
they did. Supposedly they only spent an hour now. Who only
No.
spends an hour at the fraternity party?
Who-
And
who
it's across
did?
the street because Sigma Chi is across the street.
But who left
from the
early
house.
party? Who were the two?
Ethan and Zaina.
It says, but Ethan and Zaina.
They only were there from 8 to 9,
Well,
and
then
nobody
why
knows
did
what
it
happened.
say Zaina and Ethan got home at 1:45
I know.
a.m.?
So everybody's saying, where were they from 9 to 1:45? Where
They
were they?
probably went to a bar, I'd say, or back to the house.
1:45 would speak to being at a bar.
But how come nobody knows where they were? How come?
Nobody's talking about it either.
They were the ones, they died?
Yeah.
Zaina and Ethan, absolutely. Yep. We don't know. We can't account for that time when they came home from that party at Sigma Chi.
Something's really weird with that. There's too many hours. Like
9 to
they
1:45.
gave you the whereabouts of Madison and Kaylee. You know, everything. The food truck, the Uber home. You know, but how come they know nothing about Ethan and how come? It doesn't make sense.
Nope. But they were at the party until 9. So what? Maybe something happened at the party. They left.
With only an hour. That's a really little bit of time to be at a fraternity party in 1 hour.
Yeah, but it's across the street. I
know.
But go home after.
Where did they go?
Did they go home quickly after? I wonder, just to go to the bathroom and maybe, you know how they live right there. If something happened, okay, I'm just thinking about myself here, okay? If I was at a party, because I used to live in Arizona and we had this whole community, it's really cool.
Thought, but go ahead.
Yeah. See, now I lost my thought. If they had I know what it is. If they had a party and something happened at that party, okay, and Zaina and Ethan left the party, okay, to go anywhere, they'd have to go home first to get the car, right?
Well, unless they were going to drink and they wanted a designated driver. Like, how did Madison and Kaylee get to that bar?
We don't know, but all we know is that they said it was a sorority driving service, but now we're knowing that it's an Uber, but they got home at 1:56 a.m. But we don't know how they got there. Absolutely.
It's not important how they got there. That's why they're not even saying it.
I think it could be important. It could be important because how do we know who dropped them off, who knew they were there, who might have went with them?
And why did they call Jack 7 times between 2:26 and 2:44 when they didn't spend any time with Jack the whole time?
What if Jack drove them
between 2:26 and 2:44?
What if Jack drove them there and stayed there, and then Jack got and ran off in a huff?
Yeah.
You know, we don't know. So it is important, like how they got there, I think.
Well, why did they call him 7 times if they didn't talk to him all day? They must have.
I'm almost positive. In my opinion,
they saw him.
I really think that they called him so many times because Kaylee might have been flirting at the bar or with another guy at the bar, hanging out with another guy at the bar. And she was afraid it was going to get back to Jack. So she wanted to call and test the water.
Him out. She wasn't even dating him anymore. They broke up apparently.
Yeah, but
Remember?
Right.
month or something, and I'm sure that he was still keeping tabs on her, and she knew that he was going to freak out if he found out, and she wanted to make sure he come over and start something.
How about this, Elle? Well, how about this? He drove them there. What if he drove them there and did stay there with him, just like you said? Just like you said, and something happened.
We would probably know that then.
But we haven't heard where Jack was. They're keeping it quiet, which is the weirdest.
No, right.
We only he was home when they called him, but we know nothing about how he spent that day.
And Jack was in Sigma Chi.
I was at the bar, so they would say Jack is at the bar, definitely. JD.
Wasn't Jack a Sigma Chi? He was a Sigma Chi.
I was going to ask if he was.
He was. But why wasn't he? Why wasn't he at the party? Why wasn't he at?
JD.
Right. So here's my question. Since now that I know he was a member of that fraternity.
No, he wasn't.
I don't think he was.
He was.
JD was a member of another fraternity, a different one.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it.
Carolyn, didn't you pull up a picture, Carolyn, of a fraternity and he was in the picture?
Yeah, but that was the guys we saw at the door.
Oh, those
wasn't Jack?
They were in the Sigma Chi.
Does the chat know? Let me look at the chat.
Different fraternity.
Can we have a poll? Maybe that would help. Like, Carolyn,
have them do 1 and 2. Have them do 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Then we're gonna have to set up a poll.
Yeah, set up a poll. Was Jack Sigma Chi? Yes or no? Was Jack Sigma Chi? If it's no, that's cool. I'm so sorry. I just didn't know.
Y or N? Y or N?
Yeah, I need your help, audience. I need a lifeline.
Anthony Ziemba says, my opinion, the killer called Jack. Jack didn't pick up because he knew he was going down after Adam was told everything.
Yeah, but we don't even know if this Adam thing was related, Anthony.
The killer called Jack. The killer called Jack? Killer Anthony.
Well, I mean, we're sorting and gathering, right?
No, I'm just thinking, would they be that brazen?
I don't know. Do you think the killer called? Yeah, did the killer call Jack?
The killer called Jack. What?
Why didn't Jack pick up?
Or maybe Jack called. I have no idea.
I don't understand that at all.
Maybe Jack was out with somebody, female. I mean, it's not impossible.
And how come we don't know about Jack's job?
They don't say what he had a job. Well, we don't.
We don't know anything about Jack.
Jobs.
We know nothing about him.
Yeah.
I know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe they want us to know next to nothing about him.
Maybe. But I need to know what fraternity Jack was in, because it would be huge if he was sleeping and didn't go to the party of his own fraternity.
No, he really wasn't a part of that fraternity. I'm sure they mentioned what fraternity he was a part of. I just can't remember.
Okay, so it was a different one. And do you know anything about? So is that fraternity on any disciplinary action? Did anybody see? Or I should probably
know. There were some that were on, and like with that list I had, I don't know.
Oh, look, let's see.
If you were part of that fraternity, everyone would be asking the question why he didn't go. That would be a big red flag.
Let's see.
He didn't go to a party at a fraternity?
Yeah, his own fraternity.
Own fraternity. And that's why I'm sure I read that it wasn't his fraternity. I'm sure they mentioned the fraternity he was a part of.
How did the poll turn out? Are there more N's than Y's?
Okay. Hold on a minute. Jack Decor. Bear with me. Okay. Hold on a minute. Oh, so now it's saying that this is crazy. Now they're saying that there were 10 calls. So see, it's all over the place. Some places are saying 7 and some places are saying 10.
No, there were 10. There were more
Oh,
than 7.
so there were 10. Okay.
And Maddie called twice.
I'm trying to see. So it was at 2:26. Kelly starts to call Jack. Kelly calls Jack 6 times between 2:26.
Seven times. And the other girl 3 times.
Oh, okay. That's what
For a
it's saying.
total of 10 times.
Okay, so 7 times, and then Kelly makes a final. Okay, so it says 6 times from 2:44 from a.m. And then Maddie calls him 3 times, and then Kaylee makes a final call to him at 2:52, and then they're both never heard from again. So let me just see if they got, again, after the food truck, they got home at 1:45. And then it just talks about the 911 call. I don't know.
But
Yeah. I just don't know. I don't know what to think about this case.
Why else would they call him?
I have no idea.
Why would she keep calling him? If he didn't pick up after like 30 times, what would be so urgent? I mean, her wanting him to come over would be so urgent that she would call him all those times.
Yeah, I don't know what it could be. Like, there's a lot of different scenarios.
It look pathetic.
Either, I mean, there's so many different scenarios. Either he could have been really upset and said something like, I don't know, but she didn't look upset at the food truck that prompted there's multiple calls. Could he have texted her something? Could someone have called her when they got home and said, did he text?
Yeah.
I don't know, something happened.
Yeah.
Or did something happen with the dog when they got home?
Yeah. I just realized this happened on my anniversary, my wedding anniversary. Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of things happen on my birthday and trip time.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
was murdered on my birthday by Jodi Arias.
Oh, wow. So they were at the Corner Club on November 12th at 202 North Main Street between 10 p.m. and 1:30 a.m. on November 15th.
So they were walking to the food truck.
Mm-hmm.
And Uber home.
Yep. And at 1:40 a.m., Kelly and Maddie were seen on video at a local food vendor, the Grub Truck. And then they used a private party for a ride home. So we now know it's an Uber to arrive at 1:45 a.m. And they were at, the Sigma Chi house, Ethan and Zaina on campus. And they returned home around the same time as Maddie and Kaylee. So, yeah, I guess they reported previously that Ethan lived in the home, but I guess they were wrong about that. But now they're saying something about somebody who was supposed to have lived there that didn't. Has anybody heard anything about this? There was a student that was supposed to live there in the home. Remember that we were talking about this yesterday, but he never ended up at the house. Whoever the person was that was supposed to live there. For whatever reason, he ended up not going to the school, I guess, or living there. And then they did the autopsies on November 17th. No sign of sexual assault at all.
What did you say, Nicole?
I said there was no sexual assault or anything, so they did confirm that as well. That stayed consistent throughout.
Well, I've heard from some detectives that a knife can be used as a phallic symbol for sex, for a penis.
Well, it could be, but yeah, there wasn't, I mean, as far as actual like DNA
Oh, yeah.
from, they haven't said anything about that. So, but I mean, we don't know. We're just gathering and sorting. So the 4 detectives, that's talking about how many people are involved in this case now, which is quite a bit. And as you know, they took in a bunch of FBI's came in on this case, and then there were 2 behavior analysts, right? So they put somebody there. I mean, unless they have no idea. I don't know why they would bring in all those FBI agents. Behavior analysts, that's like if you guys ever seen Mindhunter, which is a really good series. They were, behavior, they analyze who would do this, and then they put together a profile, a criminal profile. So in a way, I mean, why would they need that if they were, it's confusing to me. Are you guys there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Got really quiet.
We were listening. At least I was.
I mean, I need to find out what fraternity. That was my original question. Hold on a minute. I'm gonna find this. Okay, hold on a minute. All right, it's gonna tell me in a second. An ad. Hold on a minute. I'm trying to find it and I can't. I don't know if they say what it was? The fraternity L? Let me see. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't say. I'm not able to find out. I'm trying to find out and it's just not there.
Somebody has say, tell him something.
Let's see. Let me see. Let's Let's see. Sometimes it's hard to get information, isn't it? Showalter. Who's Showalter? Is that a different Jack? Jack Showalter? You can get some information from Reddit, but it's not always reliable.
Right.
So another girl in their group had a boyfriend named Jake. Who was that? And they're also saying that Jack Showalter was kicked out of the house or kicked out of the fraternity. And he also lived close to that house. There's so many rumors surrounding the case. I just saw the word frat somewhere. I have to see if you check again. I just saw it. Okay, so here is. Let's see. So Jack S is the knife obsessed food truck creep. That's what people are saying. Isn't that awful to say that? I don't even know who that is, who they're talking about. I mean, it's just the rumors and the things people say are so indecent sometimes. Like, it's almost like everybody's a suspect, right? And we heard about Hoodie Guy so many times already, but nothing about Jack. See, I can't even find what fraternity he was in by a simple search. Let me check the chat. Maybe they know. It's going to drive me nuts until I find it. Thanks, Kathy. If you can find it for me, that would be awesome, because I would really like to know. But either way, people were going to these parties back and forth. They all went to each other's parties. And you're telling me Jack D was home sleeping. Was he sick or something? Just haven't heard anything about him. Are you there, Carolyn?
Okay. As soon as this cycle's over, then I'm gonna get up and close up the wires and go to bed. Wow, that's so. Tomorrow,
Christine Ferreira says, did you see the video with the police at the house? The guy outside was sitting on a sofa. He had on his wrist those plastic ties that you used to tie some. I didn't see that. No, Christine. But there's a lot of videos out there, you know. It's just hard to tell what's real sometimes and what isn't. It is. In what context things are used in. You know, and especially like with this case, all the rumors that are going around.
So strange.
Kathy says, Jackass is the Jack who got kicked out of his fraternity because of women complaining. Yes, he was the one that was considered.
But do we know, where do we know that from?
I've read that several places, but can we verify it? No, we haven't verified. I mean, there's no way to verify it.
Did he get kicked out of his fraternity? Yeah.
I'm going to just look one more time. There has to be something on it.
He was in Africa. He's not in freaking Africa. There was so much stuff. And then he used his parents' cabin as an alibi. So that's not true either. Yeah. Use that thing.
It's so weird. Yeah, just and we're missing that time. That's a significant amount of time now. 9 to 1:45 a.m. to account where Zaina and Ethan went. Did something, I mean, because now I'm thinking, did something happen in those hours that we can't account for where I don't know? And they're not saying either. And then he says there was no evidence of forced entry. These are older news reports.
Yeah.
But then they're updated, right? If you keep scrolling.
Yeah. There's been so many rumors put out. The problem. And then people take the rumors and they treat them like facts. And then it gets.
There are a lot of rumors. But even Ethan's father, Jim Chapin, he was pretty upset with it, just thinking, he said, the silence further compounds our family's agony after our son's murder. For Ethan and his 3 dear friends slain in Moscow, Idaho, and all of our families, I urge officials to speak the truth, share what they know, find the assailant, and protect the greater community. And that was direct quote. Is a fixed blade weapon and a edged weapon the same thing? Does anybody know?
It's one of those big, like, hunting knives.
Is like a
Not a
knife that
switchblade.
doesn't fold.
But is it the same thing? Is something called an edged weapon edged and a fixed
Well,
blade.
no, because an edged weapon could be a switchblade, which would not be a fixed blade. So it specifically describes a type of edged weapon. There are different kinds of edged weapons.
Oh, okay. So it's just, but they're saying here, yes.
They're looking for a large, like, hunting knife. They said it could be purchased in any sporting goods store around.
Yeah, but see, then when they quoted the police saying there was an edged weapon used in the killings, and then what they said is there is no threat to the public, in a direct quote. And they said that and reiterated that in the beginning so many times.
I know.
And I just don't understand why the retractions. It seems like, and then they're telling the families, be patient. It's almost like, we know something, you know what I mean? But they won't even tell the families.
They're not going to tell them until an arrest is made. Or they're going to arrest them right then and there, because they don't want anybody taking the law into their own hands.
Yeah, so Chapin was one of 3 triplets, all of whom are enrolled at UOI, and the family sent in a statement. Yeah.
Does anybody hear that?
I do. What is it?
I think somebody fell asleep or something.
Maybe Elle fell asleep, maybe.
Shelby Joe, fixed blade can be edged, but it doesn't swivel when in use.
Okay. Thank you, because I wasn't sure. I'm not a knife carrier, personally.
Cuts in the body with thick cuts, telling those a wide knife blade was used, says Anthony Ziemba. Anthony Ziemba, yeah. I don't know. Anthony said he wanted to call in, but I don't know if he was something. Anthony. I'm just reading Elle in case she fell asleep.
Okay. Yeah, she did. I think I hear her. She's fell asleep.
It was my lullaby. Telling me it's 3:30.
Okay, let's see. I need to know this. Okay. Let's see. Oh, it's Deborah.
Hi.
Hey, Deborah.
You know, I heard some rumors about the knife. And I don't know about knives either, so I looked it up. A K-bar knife. You know, the one that has the horizontal thing above the handle. And apparently it's got a thick blade.
Yeah.
But I don't even know where I heard that. So it's, and I don't know. But anyway, I don't know if anyone else heard that too.
I don't know. I'm still trying to figure. Do you know what fraternity Jack D was a part of or a member of?
No.
No idea. Yeah, 5-hour gap. They were unable. This is November 30th. So it says that we're unable as of now to explain the 5-hour gap in their movement. So nobody really knows, or they're saying they don't.
Mm.
They actually use the word clueless. Authorities are still clueless about a 5-hour gap.
And was it, now they said they were murdered between 3 and 4, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Apparently. And then it took 9 hours for anyone to call 911. Is that correct? Supposedly.
About that.
Yeah, they did because they were asleep. But we're talking about, okay,
When they were out.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
Zane went to the party, they came back at 9. They only stayed for an hour. We don't know why. Something had to have happened. And then they went out. They went somewhere, but nobody can confirm where they went until they came home at 1:45 a.m. Nobody knows where they went.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a lot of time missing there, and there's a lot of, just we don't know the movements. We're just having to fill in the blanks and kind of theorize and talk about it and discuss it. And here, to kind of try to make sense of it or try to make sense of it.
I don't know. I don't even really have any kind of good theory at this point.
Me neither.
I think one thing, then I hear another thing, then I think something else. And I just really don't even have a good theory at this point. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. I know.
Evan said the police got called at 11:58 a.m.
For an unconscious individual, correct.
Yes, yeah, that's what I saw too. But how would you think, okay, allegedly all that blood, and you report the person is unconscious? That term, with all that blood, I don't know. It seems like you'd say something else, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Seems a funny term to use in a crime scene that supposedly looked the way it did.
They're having trouble.
Would you just assume that people were deceased with all that blood? You wouldn't say, oh, they're unconscious. You'd be flipping out.
Oh no, I know.
Like a massacre in there. I don't get it. I don't know.
It's really strange.
It is.
I don't know. But this is the problem. Okay, this is the problem that investigators are having, and I'm reading about it right now. I mean, people are leaving campus because of this. I mean, and for dang good reason. I wouldn't be there either. But the problem with that is they're having trouble interviewing people. They need more information about where Ethan and Zaina were between that 9 p.m. and 1:45 a.m. Because they're asking for information, routes or passes they took to go home, if there's any video, and they think that's critical to the investigation. And then I think, well, then Zaina's dad changed the locks a week earlier. Where were they? I mean, maybe Maddie and Kaylee
Change
were
or fix. I heard both terms used, that they were either changed or fixed, the locks, is what I'm talking about now. So I was even confused on that. Because first I heard the locks were changed. Then the next thing I think Carolyn read out what the mother said about the locks being, but it wasn't, I don't think it was specific to them being fixed or repaired, I guess, or changed. So I don't know that part yet either.
Yeah, that's me neither. We don't know for sure. I mean, anything until.
Well, something with the locks.
Yeah.
I do believe the mother in that he did something with the locks. We can say that, I think. Because why would she say that? She wouldn't. And Jeanette said, yeah, they called around 911 around noon.
Yeah, it just
11:58. So yeah, it was. And I guess they didn't wake up till I don't know. It's really crazy. Edelweiss said it could have been the lock to her bedroom. And yes, it could have been. Because that also wasn't said whether it was a lock to the house itself or a lock to the bedroom door. It didn't, not that I saw anyway. I'm only going on things that I've seen.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of hard to say. Just anything I say, this is all just alleged because it's just crazy, isn't it?
It really is. So
oh, sorry.
Oh, no, it's okay. Adam was the one that uploaded that video recording, playing with Kaylee's dog Murphy. So Adam was the one who uploaded that.
Right.
So he had to have been in the house, right?
Now, whose vehicles were there again? Were there 5 vehicles at the house or?
No, 4.
4.
That they took. Ethan's Jeep. There was oh boy, see, where's Kevin when you need him?
He's here. I mean, he's in the chat.
Kevin, Ethan's Jeep, possibly one of the girls who survives boyfriend's car, and I think that was the white one.
Right.
My cat wants to drink out of the faucet. Hold on.
Yeah.
She's whacking me with her little paw. She's like, come over here.
She wants your attention. Turn it on.
Oh, I sure did.
So Kevin said 5 vehicles got towed from the house.
All right, 5. Okay.
Kevin is saying 5. Well, that's what I thought.
Okay. I thought it was, see?
Okay.
Let me see this.
Yeah, little lady. It was supposedly, allegedly, the father of Xana, if I'm saying her name wrong, but it was supposed. The mother said that her husband changed or fixed a lock a week prior or so.
What was yeah. So what was the thing with the hitchhikers? Does anybody know? Or was that just was that
I
rumor?
don't know. Yeah, I don't know that one.
Yeah, me neither. See, I'm lost on that. Completely.
Me too.
Trying to look around to see what I can see.
So Kevin said there was a black car, red, white, silver and blue, the cars.
So Kaylee's car's been taken out of the lot too.
Oh.
Oh, wow. So that was released or what?
Yeah, there's a video of them releasing in the car. And Kevin saw a blue car being released. I don't know. That's Kevin though. He gets things wrong sometimes.
It's strange that they're still keeping now whoever's car is the white car. We're not exactly sure, but we're pretty sure it belongs to one of the surviving on the first floor.
I think Kevin is saying the silver belonged to Kaylee.
The Range Rover.
Oh, I guess.
Oh, okay.
And I also heard that, well, and I don't know if this is true either, that maybe it wasn't such a good thing that they returned items to the family and moved stuff out of the house so early. So I don't know if they really did that or not either.
They did. I mean, they did. Because
Oh, okay.
that was by a reputable source. Like, they said it themselves. I heard the chief of police say that he's a father and he knows and he wants to help them through their grief, and maybe having their things would help them. So yeah, that is true.
Okay. Wow. One thing that's true.
Mhm.
I mean, I think the concern was just the integrity of the crime scene, but I'm sure they know what they're doing.
And also, I just wanted to see to confirm or see if you've heard anything about other people being inside of the house when they called 911.
Yeah.
When the person said there's an unconscious person, that it was like a friend, another person, that a boy maybe, I think. So were there other people at the house? I mean, I've heard that a few places.
I've heard too. And like I said, everything I'm saying is just alleged.
Right, allegedly. Everything is alleged.
Yeah. But I thought several people spoke with the 911 person.
Uh-huh.
Is that true? Or did you hear that?
I heard it. I don't know if it's true.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Well, Kevin agrees also that multiple people talked to the 911.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh, so the Range Rover is gone. Okay, yeah. There's a video. I just saw it.
Right.
I don't know.
Gosh, it's a real mystery at this point to me. I'm just sitting here running, you know, how you're running all what you've heard and stuff in your head and trying to connect the dots. There's so many things to my mind that just aren't adding up. It's just not making sense.
And there's nobody knows where Kaylee worked. Kaylee Concalves. We know that Maddie and Zayna worked at the Mad Creek.
Yeah.
But we don't know.
Yeah, I haven't heard Nicole. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know why there hasn't been more about, like, there's so much that's not been said about everything.
That's the way I feel too. It's just. I mean, I wonder if, well, I suppose some people have been told not maybe to say anything to anybody.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they can enforce that on people, like a gag order, so to speak, that if they do speak to anyone, they're in trouble. I don't know how that works. Kevin said he knows they could issue a gag order. And I know that they can issue gag orders, but I'm just kind of wondering to what extent, to what degree, to how many people that they would do that, where they would say, you better not talk to anybody about this.
Yeah.
Or you'd be like interfering with a police investigation or whatever it would be, you know, kind of thing.
Somebody writes on Twitter, when you listen to the interview the police did with Brian Enton, they gave away some things. The wording is more toward finding more proof for successful prosecution, for information that confirms their theory. They don't sound clueless. I think they don't. I'm in agreement with that. I think they know more than, you know.
Oh, they must.
Yeah.
I mean, they must. I can't help to think otherwise. They must know a lot more.
I agree with that.
And that's why all the, you know, all this craziness with all these rumors and speculation, like going crazy because they just dropped a few little breadcrumbs
And then they stopped talking about it.
you just, then it's just, you don't know.
Yeah, it's very weird.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm getting out a snack. I'm eating some tortilla chips.
Snack time.
Okay, so somebody said, never underestimate the power of a tight-knit fraternity and their loaded and lawyered parents. Imagine knowing for 8 years what happened to your brother, but not one single boy has been man enough to tell the truth. They're talking about in September of 2020, September 22nd of 2014, Cindy and Gary Hipps lost their only child. Tucker was running with Sigma Phi Epsilon fraternity brothers when he had an altercation with an older member and was ordered to walk on the guardrail of the Highway 93 bridge. The 19-year-old fell from the edge into the shallow water where he hit his head on rocks and was killed. No one called 911 until hours later. I talked to the young man who was on the line with dispatch, but he barely let me get my name and news organization out of my mouth before he hung up on me. He never answered my call again. Not a single member of that fraternity who was on that bridge that early morning has stepped forward with the truth. And why no one called 911 until hours later. Not a single person has been held responsible for Tucker Hipps' death. There's a $100K reward in the case, 6 figures for the simple truth. So they keep bringing up that kid about the fraternity.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what happened with that. Yeah, it's crazy. Anything could be related to this whole thing. This seems like an area where the kids, there was no control over any of the kids or any of these. They were just like being wild. But I guess that's what college is about, you know? I mean,
You know, like Alley Cattails is saying, it seemed kind of a normal college experience to this point. And then it just, you know, because the parties and stuff, I guess you'd kind of expect all that going on.
yeah, and I can't really, I don't have any experience of that. I never, was in a sorority or none of that. So in college.
Yeah, me either. But I mean, I wouldn't know people.
Yeah. I know. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
People that have known, you just kind of know.
You just kind of what from the stories they tell and all that. Yeah. Yeah, that's typical college, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, until now. And it just didn't, even on the ride home, the Uber driver saying they were talking about their food and that they had no clue. Like they had Maybe they had a stalker. I don't know. I don't know. There's so much information. Some of it's true, some of it's not, some of it's half true. It's really hard to, and then the police retracting, and then saying, and then making the same statement, and then retracting and reiterating and reiterating and retracting. It's like, it's it's stressful, and I can't even imagine what the families are going through with that.
Oh, I can't either. That part is just horrendous beyond any imagination. I can't even imagine. I just can't. But it's hard at this point to even kind of narrow it down, like eliminate certain things, like a process of elimination.
Yeah, I know. And it just seems like I don't know. It's just because of the retractions and the reiterations. It's just there's so much of it. It's like we don't know now. We don't really know what is and what isn't,
That's it.
So they're keeping pretty tight-lipped.
Yeah.
Uh,
But then you wonder why the retractions, why say it at all? If they're just going to turn around and retract it. There's just so much I'm not understanding at this point. There's just, I really just am totally baffled. I mean, if you're going to be so limited on the information you're giving out, then the information that you do give out, you're retracting it and then reinstating it. Doesn't make any sense.
there's also speculation as to why the roommates downstairs on the first floor didn't wake up during this. That the house echoes. They should have heard something. I mean, I don't know.
I know.
That's
the thing that gets me is that they heard nothing.
Yeah. I don't know. Another thing that doesn't make sense. Now, what Kathy is saying here about a pet was skinned and thrown, but I think that happened like a year ago, but I don't even know what that was about. I read something about that too, but I can't comment on it. But they had said about the coyotes. Now that was no okay. I looked it up. What I looked up on the Google said that happened some years back, not just recently. But the thing with the pet, I read, I'd have to relook.
That was, I think it was 2021, but they said it was totally unrelated.
Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, Kevin, I read that there was 2 separate instances. And Carolyn, I don't know, one with coyotes, but that happened years ago. And then another separate instance with someone's pet. And that's what I read. So 2 separate instances. I just looked it up on Google. So whatever you can see in Google is what I read about the coyote and the pet that was skinned. Oh my gosh. I hate to even say that word.
If you're drinking, smoking weed, and used to a loud house, possibly headphones, in my opinion, I can't tell because they don't know who did that either. Right.
I have a question. What is this thing with a boy that lived next door? Is that just proven false?
You mean
was that?
you mean
Hudson
Einen Harsh?
Lindau? No,
Einen Harsh?
Hudson Lindau. There's a picture of him next to the Idaho farmhouse that you can see this is correct. That he was found dead in a creek on April 30th, 2022, near campus. And he was actually at a Greek event with some of the victims.
Yeah, I heard about that, the creek and that other kid. Let me see. Do you know what fraternity it was?
It was that same one, the
Sigma Chi?
I think so. Pi Sigma. No.
No.
I don't know. I don't know. But I just wonder if that's true. I mean,
well, yes, it is. Here's the Idaho Statesman. That has a.
Alley Cattell said an accident as well.
Oh.
I don't know. Reading her comment. And then Kevin says that he thought he was shot. Oh, Jeanette said a few weeks before that a dog was skinned.
On
I
January
didn't think it was that. Oh, sorry.
On January 5th, 2022, a Palisade Creek young man's body was found. Later, the body was identified at University of Idaho student Hudson Lindau. It says, let me see, keep reading. Hudson was discovered dead in the Paradise Creek, I suppose, on 5th of January 2022. His death resulted from an accidental drowning, but Tyler Feller has alarmed some people with doubts about how he died. Tyler Feller is a social media user. Even the Moscow police and its handling of Lindau's case have been scrutinized by the Post. So now, he accidentally drowned, which caused his death. For this incident, it was on. They're saying it was an accidental drowning.
Okay. And when was that pet thing happen with the pet dog? I thought that was a while back.
Yeah, it is. I think 2021.
2021, right. So like a year ago almost or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
police do not suspect foul play in that.
Right. Yeah.
No, not foul play, but didn't he come back from that party and that's why he was drunk as heck? Or is that just not even true? He was just drunk. They don't know where.
I don't know. Oh, let me see. This is not the first time the University of Idaho student has been found dead in Paradise Creek. Joseph Wiedernick, a freshman, was found dead under a bridge in the Mountain View Road in January 2013. Wiedernick had been attending a fraternity party and walked nearly 7 miles before falling down into the frozen creek. Toxicology report showed that his blood alcohol content was 0.17.
And then the police use words like, look, like Idaho killers anger boiled over on night of brutal slayings, FBI agent says. Or Newsweek article.
No, Newsweek is that's a faker thing.
Oh,
They make
really?
it sound, yeah, they make it sound like it's the old Newsweek magazine, but it's not. It's a faker one. It's kind of like a Radar Online or something. It's a faker.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
No. That's why we got to find out if we're reading from the right resources. Thank you, because I didn't know.
Yeah, I heard that too, that is there a population of around 26,000 or 29,000 or something like that?
What? For the,
The population.
of Moscow?
Yeah, I thought it was like 26 or
Yeah,
29.
yes, that's what that Jordan said.
Yeah, people are just mentioning it in the chat. So I wasn't sure, but I thought I had seen that number.
Now I'm gonna really read because I have to go. I'm gonna go on the couch and relax.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna end the live and go to bed, so hopefully you can make it up. But thank you guys for coming on and talking, and the Zoom will be open and finish elves. Oh, I need elves to come here, Alley Cattails and rap for me. How's that? But we'll see you guys later. Thank you so much for watching. Sorry, I'm so
Good night,
exhausted.
everybody.
I'll see you guys. Love you. God bless.
Okay,
There's
bye.
Paul.
Love you guys.
See you in the Zoom.